Hello, my close personal friends. How you guys doing today? Welcome to Relax with Max. This is a Friday stream. That means that this is the stream that we do on the day of the week that is the Friday. That's what that means. In case you were confused. Which, you know, I know that you guys can get confused easily because you're all a little slow. You're all a little slow. You're all a little thick. Let me tell you guys, I got nothing in my notes today. Really nothing. Truly and really nothing. There's just nothing in there. Which means that we can just talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Here's me as a Zelda character. It is Fan Art Friday, though. So even though we don't have a lot to talk about, we can have a lot to look at. Like me with angel wings. Or me wearing a little crop top thing. That's not a crop top. What is that? And these are going by so quick. There's Goofball with Hello Kitty. You know what? These are going by a little too quick. Let me change that.
Hey Max, have you played Hollow Knight?
I have not.
If not, you should stream it.
I should stream it, huh? It's kind of old, though, at this point. It's a few years old, isn't it? Isn't it like 6 years old? I don't know if anyone wants to watch me play a 6-year-old game. You know, it's hard to get people to care even when I'm playing Yes, Your Grace, which is a 4-year-old game, I think. I think it came out in 2020. How old is Hollow Knight? Hollow Knight has to be like 6 or 7 years old, right? Bum ba dum bum ba da dum boom ba. Thank you for the super chat, though. I don't know a lot about Hollow Knight. I think it's like kind of like a Metroidvania style game, yeah, something like that. Bro, it's Saturday? No, it's not. It is not Saturday. It's Friday. Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Everybody looking forward to the weekend. Weekend. Friday. Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Remember that? Remember that song? I haven't heard that song in forever. Max play Cry of Fear? Cry of Fear. Oh, that's another thing to look into, I guess. It's another thing I haven't heard of. You know, let me tell you, I don't think many people enjoy me playing Yes, Your Grace. It doesn't seem to be the most popular game that I play. But the Friday streams are the whatever the fuck I want Fridays. That's what these streams are on Fridays. Whatever the fuck I want. Whatever's fun to me. And that's why we're playing more Yes, Your Grace today. Because I love this
Saturday.
game. It's not. It's not Saturday. It's Friday. You're not going to gaslight me successfully. I'm not falling for it. It is Friday. It's Friday, my dudes. My dudes? My dudes! It is so Friday. This might be, this Friday that we're experiencing right now, right effing now, this might be the most Friday that ever Friday'd ever. Truly ever. This is the Friday of all the Fridays. Truly, it is the most Friday of all time. And you gotta get down on Friday. Of course, if this is the most Friday of all the Fridays, how are we going to spend it? How are we going to make sure that we don't waste it? Ba-doom, ba-doo-doo-doo. This is how we're gonna make sure that we don't waste it. With me singing along to SpongeBob background music. Fuck. Fan art's really good this week. Thank you for everyone who submitted fan art this week. A lot of it is based on the performance I did last week as Lord God King Maximus the Wise, Most Exalted. A role that I will be reprising today. As I reassume that character. And I let my inner thespian take me. And I truly become Lord God King Maximus the Wise. The Wise and Just. His Royal Highness. I'm not sure who this character is. This is me in a cute babe, I guess. And here's a little cutout of Goofball. It's very adorable. I love this one. I love some of these. Here's me with the blue-haired girl. Hi.
It's Sora from last Friday.
Hi, Sora.
I have a question.
What's your question, Sora?
Am I able to make a model of you in VRC for the fans? Also,
yeah, that should be fine. That should be fine. Sans Undertale music. Whoop. Of course, then when you're walking around in VR chat, everyone's gonna think that you're me. And then you'll finally know what it's like to be to be me out in public. And I don't know if you're gonna enjoy it. It's not great. Why would you want to assume my identity in VR chat? Why would you want to do that? That might be a little sus. Max, you didn't put my fan art in the fan art folder. Well, I told you why. It's because you're a mod, and that's a conflict of interest. You'll have to try again next week. Of course, next week it might be a conflict of interest again. So, I don't know. I'm making no promises. But you know what? We gotta get into it. Oh, it's time to get into it. How we love our little Friday streams. So let's get into it. Let's stop wasting time. Ba-dum-bum-bum-boom-bum. Bum-bum-bum-bum-boom-ba-dum-ba. Kibosh on the super chats for now. Because when Relaxis is up, super chats are not read aloud. I can't be interrupted during my prayer to the Almighty. Everybody please bow your heads and clasp your hands. You don't have to close your eyes, but if you feel it helps, go for it. Dear Relaxis, please help to relax us. Help us to sit back, unwind, unstress, decompress, breathe easy, hang loose, cool off, loosen up, and simmer down. Please bless us with mellow moods and chill vibes as we hang out, shoot the shit, and just straight kick it. Give us the strength to ignore politics, drama, and the tragedies of our modern world, and grant us the serenity to forgive those on social media who post things that make us triggered, upset, and emotionally compromised. And as always, help me to wish harmony to those who wish harm on me. Amen. Let's finish off our prayer by doing some square breathing. This is when you inhale and outhale at similar intervals. We're going to breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth, and we're going to do a count of 8. If you can't breathe through your nose, using your mouth is fine too. Starting off, in through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And out through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once more, in through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And out through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Much better. Very zen. Feeling very zen. Always very zen after the prayer. I have to... Hang on. I have to look at that one. This is me in Breath of the Wild. I have to dress up as a lady in order to get into the Gerudo village. Or is it Gerudo? I don't remember. I think I spent my whole life thinking that it was Gerudo. And then Breath of the Wild came out, which was the first Zelda with voice acting. And they said Gerudo. And I was like, that's not how I've been saying it all these years. It's Gerudo. And you know what? I probably thought that because my last name is Gilardi with a G. But other people always say Gullardi. But you know what? I don't care. I don't care about what the people who made Breath of the Wild have to say. I think they just made a guess. I don't think there was ever an official pronunciation of how to say Gerudo. So when I say Gerudo, I think that was just as valid as anything else. I think they just took a shot in the dark. They looked at the word. They said, this is a word that they made up for Ocarina of Time, which came out like 20 years ago. How do we pronounce this? I don't know, let's just make a guess. And so they came up with Gerudo, and I think they chose wrong.
I can't wait for Max to accidentally say decompose rather than decompress.
Have I done that before? Is that something that I do, or is that just something that's, like, in character for me? I guess that might be in character for me. You know, I've said this before, but my problem is that I talk faster than my brain can think. Because I am a highly intelligent man. You guys know that about me. I don't need to reiterate that anymore. You guys all know that about me. But, even though I think highly intelligent thoughts, they come out very slowly. But I don't want to talk slowly, because when you talk slowly, you sound stupid. I want to talk quickly. But it's hard to talk quickly when your brain moves slowly. So you can see the bind that I'm in.
A punk word on the street is you are accepting Valentine's request.
What?
I asked first. I thought we had something.
Well, I won't accept Valentine's requests from people who throw coconuts at me. Or do the banana nana 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 nana. Is that how you treat somebody who you want to be your Valentine?
Did you ever play The Simpsons Hit and Run or Battle for Bikini Bottom back in the day?
Hit and Run, yes. Battle for Bikini Bottom, no. I also really liked The Simpsons Road Rage, which is kind of just like a Crazy Taxi clone. But it's Crazy Taxi in Springfield.
I've been watching your lives for a couple of months now, and I really enjoy them.
Oh, thank you.
Best part of my days. Love you.
Thank you. That means a lot. And thank you for the super chat. And thank you for joining us today. Max, I'm being forced to watch this at gunpoint. Please help. Why would you be forced to watch this at gunpoint? I don't know who's pointing a gun at your head, but they got good taste. We go right to the desktop right as that song is ending. Oh, shoot. Oh, fuck. What is this? Are these AI-generated images of Sonic the Hedgehog on my desktop? Well, I guess it's more likely than you think. Who put these here? Did somebody come in here and sprinkle an assortment of AI-generated images of Sonic the Hedgehog all over my desktop? You know, I'm the one who has to clean these up! Nobody else is gonna do it but me! Fuck! Shit! Damn it. Stop letting people use this computer. And I have to put them in the right folders and everything. I have to categorize them. I can't just put them all in the same folder. They won't get along! Well, we might as well get it over with. Let's gangbang this thing and get it over with, you guys. Now here we have first Sonic of the day. This is a morbidly obese Sonic. Sonic after a few too many chili dorgs. Hitting the treadmill. You know, we like to see that. We like to see Sonic engaging in self-improvement. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm right there with you, buddy. I'm also trying to lose the LBs. It's not going so great for me, though. It never does. Let me tell you, I made a lot of progress last year in terms of losing weight, but then I got COVID, and because you gain weight faster than you lose weight, I completely undid all the progress that I made. It's so unfair. It's so unfair that that's the way that it works. You gain weight faster than you lose it. God, I hate it. I'm so fat. I'm so fat, you guys. I truly despise it. You know, I want to tell myself, like, yeah, this is the year. This is the year I'm going to do it. 2024. I'm finally poised to do it. I've got a good meal plan. I have an exercise routine that I want to try out. But also, I've been telling myself that every year for the past, like, 10 years. Because I can't keep the momentum with weight loss. I can't keep doing it for long enough. And every time something bad happens to me and I have to, you know, put that all on pause, I go right back to square one. If I could just keep momentum for like a year or two straight, then I could do it, but it's hard to keep momentum for that long. It's miserable. It's truly miserable. You got it, bruh. Don't worry. Well, I mean, at this point, it's getting difficult to believe, because I believed it for the past 10 years, but for all 10 of those years, it wasn't true that year. Maybe I'll just be fat forever. I don't know. Maybe I should love my body the way it is. Being active is more important than weight. Yeah, I guess that's true. But that's also why I want to lose weight. It's one of the many, many, many reasons that I want to lose weight. It's not just because I don't like my appearance, which is true, but also, you know, I'm concerned with my health. It's not healthy to be fat. I'm also concerned with my mental health. People who are in shape have much better mental health. You know? A weak man is not as happy as that same man would be if he were strong. But keeping momentum is the hardest part, and when you lose the momentum, it's back to square one. All I can do is keep trying. Even though it's, you know, it feels like you're fighting a losing battle, all I can do is keep trying. I am proud of this Sonic, though. He is making the effort, and that's all any of us can really do. I'm gonna put that in with the cool Sonics. Next up, and we have Sonic as the Christ Yeshua. I love this image. This is a very beautiful image. I don't want to, you know, we can try not to say anything too blasphemous. We don't have to blaspheme too much here. But I do wonder if the image itself is already blasphemous. Of course, if I die and I go to heaven and I find out that Sonic is the Christ Yeshua, I don't know how I would feel about that. I don't think I would like it. Sonic? Sonic the Hedgehog? It was you the whole time? You were my savior? You were the one true son of Jehovah? That was you? And he's just like, yeah, man, it was me. They didn't mention it in the Bible, but it was me the whole time. Alright. I guess I just gotta learn to live with it. Of course, I don't know if... I don't know if I would trust Sonic to be a figure that I worship. I think I've said this before. I think I was looking at an image of like a big statue of Sonic and there were a bunch of people worshiping him. I don't want to worship Sonic. I don't like him that way. I don't know if I trust him enough to be...
BP.
Thank you. Thank you for super chatting PP. I don't know what I would have done without that. I don't think Sonic is worship-worthy. I guess because he's an idiot. I also kind of think he's an idiot. Sonic is an idiot. He's a big idiot. I would like to think that the Almighty would be a little more wise than Sonic is. It's weird. But it's also a beautiful image. To put it in with the weird Sonics, would that be blasphemous? That might be blasphemous, so I can't put this in with the weird Sonics. I don't know if I would call it cool, because I don't think religion can ever be cool, in the traditional sense of the word cool. Maybe cute. Maybe this is a cute Sonic. Because he's all swaddled up like a baby, and that is kind of cute. He's baby. He is baby. This is a very baby Sonic. In with the cutes. It's the only place for him. Now here we have what can only be an illegal Sonic. And that makes it easy. It's nice when we can open up an image and we know immediately where it's going. We don't always get that lucky, but this is a very illegal Sonic. This Sonic is an illegal boy. I don't know what he's doing. I guess, you know, committing Grand Theft Auto. You know, he's pointing a gun at some people and saying, "Out of the car, fellas. Out of the car, fellas." Sonic, why do you need to steal a car? You're faster than any car. Or at least I thought you were. Sonic, you don't need a damn car. You're Sonic. You're just stealing it because you want it. He's just gonna drive it straight home and put it in his garage. Oh, illegal! An illegal Sonic, if I've ever seen one. Next up. Now here, speaking of a deity Sonic, speaking of some kind of holy supernatural Sonic, this is a Sonic who's the bad kind of deity. This is like Sonic, Destroyer of Worlds. This is like when the devil returns to Earth to wreak havoc, to bring about the end of man. But it's Sonic. What if you died and went to hell and you found out the devil was Sonic? Sonic was the devil. What if you found that out? Would that throw you for a fucking loop? Would that blow your damn mind? Look at all these characters down here. These weird off-brand Sonic characters. This just kind of looks like Sonic with a spike. This guy's kind of cool. These guys you can't really see as much of. This looks like maybe Knuckles, but with a cone head. This looks like a mix between Knuckles and Mighty the Armadillo. I like that character over here too. If this is how the world ends, I think I would be okay with that. Because it would be so weird that I would have to enjoy it. You know, I thought we were going to get hit by an asteroid, or maybe there would be some kind of, you know, some kind of nuclear winter, some kind of horrible war, a terrible virus, you know, Captain Trips just wipes everybody out. Nope, none of that. It's just Sonic. Sonic, Sonic, and more Sonic. I think it's weird. This is going in with the weirds. Last Sonic of the day. We have a kind of gangsta Sonic hanging out with his hood rat buddies. They just chilling. They just being cool. They just doing what they do. Look at this guy. Look at these guys. These are so... I mean, they basically just look like humans, but with Sonic-style noses. They don't look like very Sonic-esque characters. Sonic in a Goofy movie? They do. They look like Goofy. They look like Goofy movie characters. They look like characters from Goof Troop. They look like the Beagle Boys. Sonic's also got a weird finger thing going on here. AI can do locks better than most artists? Yeah, maybe. And Sonic is like, "What's up, motherfucker? You came to the wrong neighborhood. Me and my crew are gonna curb stomp you. We're gonna curb stomp your ass." Okay, jeez. Fine, I'll leave. But you know what, Sonic? I do enjoy your gold chain. I think that's a cool gold chain you got there. Not bad. That's some serious swag. Some serious drip. Sonic, you are absolutely dripping with drip. Where did you get all this drip? And you know what? Maybe we shouldn't be so quick to judge these characters. They might look like thugs, but what if they're respectable members of their community? What if they volunteer down at the soup kitchen? You don't know these kids. You don't know who they are. Maybe you're just being prejudiced.
Get diagnosed with ADHD, and the pills will definitely help with losing weight. Also watch this video dancing cockroach concert by Copy for Cloud Hee Hee.
You know what's funny is, I do have ADHD. I took Ritalin when I was a kid. I wasn't on it for very long. Before my mother took me off of it. I don't really remember this very well. I was super young when this happened. I remember taking the pills, but according to my mother, she told me that she took me off of it because every day when I would come home from school, I would come home in a very, very, very bad mood. And so she thought, okay, well, this is clearly not worth it, and he shouldn't be doing this. But recently I've been thinking a lot about Adderall and trying it out on just like a temporary basis. I don't take sertraline anymore. I took sertraline for like 10 years, if not longer, but I've been reading so much lately about how, you know, SSRIs, they only perform slightly better than placebos anyway, so it's probably, you know, I don't know if it's, now that I know that they only slightly help, I'm kind of not into it anymore. I don't know, I've heard at least one story about a person who took Adderall, and they said that it changed their life. They said it was, you know, like an amazing miracle drug for them. I don't necessarily think it's the best idea to anticipate the same thing will happen for me, because I'm guessing that's unlikely. But maybe it could help me, I don't know. Of course, it's a stimulant, which I'm guessing means that it probably makes it difficult to fall asleep at night if you're on it. And I already have a problem with not being able to sleep very well. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that would work out. But now that I'm not taking sertraline, maybe I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should take something else. Maybe I should try another pill. Get me hooked on some other drug. I've heard so many good things about Adderall. You know, it's like, the people who take it, it's like they swear by it. They love it so damn much. This is a cool Sonic. Sonic is cool in this. He's got the cool chain. Not sure with what's on his head here. These characters are cool. They look like Goof Troop characters, but badass. It's a cool Sonic. And so, in with the cool Sonics it goes. And now look at this. Spick and span, neat, clean, tidy, and trim.
Sonic stands 10 toes down. He don't play with no fools.
Are these song lyrics?
He stand on business, dog. Don't test him.
I'm sorry, but unfortunately I'm not familiar with whatever song that is. Thank you for the super chat, though. It's time to get into it. Where is Steam? Is Steam even open? Oh, I guess it is. Yes, Your Grace. Played this for 3.5 hours. Today we're going to make it, I don't know, 5.5 hours. I don't know if we're going to finish it today. Lorsulia, oldest, 13, red text. Got married recently. Asalia, middle child, 12, yellow-brown text. Loves having fun. Well, what a unique personality trait. What an interesting character she must be. Wow, you love having fun? Whoa, let me look at you. Oh, you're so interesting. Sadani, baby child, purple text, loves animals. That's slightly more interesting. Not everybody loves animals. Some people hate animals. Arulia, still don't know how to pronounce her name. That's my wife. Gray text, naked shoulders. Aurelia. Asalia and Aurelia. Alright. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, where we last left off, I can't speak today. Lorsulia got married off to a young man named Ivo, a prince named Ivo. I don't remember the name of Ivo's father, but he was killed, he was poisoned at the wedding. Ivo rescinded his offer of his army and of the gold that his father offered me. He took back his side of the deal, but he also took my daughter. My daughter is gone. I don't have her anymore. And I am furious. Ivo Robotnik? Yeah, maybe. Maybe they're the same character, I don't know. Also, the sequel has been announced. I don't know if you guys can see that. I think Goofball is covering it up. Yes, Your Grace Snowfall, which you can wishlist on Steam right now. And now, back to our adventure. Your army needs food and supplies to stay maintained and ready for battle. The bigger the army you have, the more supplies it will cost to maintain it. Oh my gosh, that's right. I paid for that stupid dress for my daughter's wedding. It was 60 gold and she didn't even fucking like it. Ah! Gonna be paying that off for like 7 weeks. It's gonna take forever to pay that off. If you don't pay the army upkeep cost, you will lose some soldiers. Alright, well, let's pay. I guess it's 4 resources a week. Stables. I guess these are my optional upgrades for this week. Stables. Unlock 7 additional locations to explore on the map.
Max, is your name short for Maximilian, Maximus, or Max Body Spray?
It just says Max on my birth certificate. So the official answer is, it is short for nothing. Which is weird, because most people don't have a 1-syllable name, but I guess I do. But you know what? Even if you don't have a 1-syllable name, other people will shorten your name to 1 syllable anyway. What are some good 1-syllable names? I can't think of any, because so many 1-syllable names are short for something. Matt, short for Matthew. Tom, short for Thomas. Somebody said Beth. Isn't that short for Bethany? Bob, that's short for Robert. Mark, that's short for Markiplier? No, I don't think that's short for Markiplier. I'm not buying the stables now. I don't need them now. Training grounds, gain 10 army per week. That would be good, but I can't afford it. I'm guessing I don't want my gold to go into the negative. Carnival, gain 5 boost of contentment, 1 use. Maybe I can do that if I need contentment, but I'm good on contentment right now. Prepare General. General will be available during the battle. I don't know what that means. What battle? Is there a battle that I need to worry about? Ooh. Let's not find out. Grevno, week 11. General, step forward. Your Grace, a nearby river has dried up. The residents have been carrying water to their homes from a lake for days. I helped them with my horse. Now they have extra water saved for a few days. I made sure they knew it was thanks to the king. That's me. I'm the king. Hey, +4 contentment. Lurs. You have called for me, your grace. I have this animal tooth? I have found this in my wine cellar. Can you tell me anything about it? It looks like a healthy animal. No holes or chips. I'm not sure what animal it could have come from. I'm not much of an expert on beasts. I've heard about your spices. I've heard that you have stopped supplying Bronca with some resources. Spices, I believe. I suspect you've been speaking to Etten. He trades my spices with Praxis to get fortune dabs. Don't know what any of that means. Some call it Deepu Dabu. What is this guy talking about? Deepu Deepu Dabu Dabu Deepu Deepu Dabu Dabu. Magico me dooby dooby boom boom boom. But it's the most commonly known by the name of Oracle Dust. I've heard about Redovia. I can help if you aid me in return. What's Oracle Dust? Oracle Dust? Question mark! It has medicinal uses, of course, but also recreational. Highly addictive. It's particularly popular amongst priests and the like. You know how priests love getting high. You know how priests like to party. Something about spiritual enlightenment. Makes a lot of coin, but ultimately costs people's lives. I want no part in this. Shame I'm losing sales, though. Praxis, or Praxis. We'll say Praxis. That's far away. Okay, I'm guessing it's a place. It's like a kingdom? A neighboring kingdom? I've heard enough! Your Grace, I urge you to help me curtail Etten's plans. Do not buy any Oracle Dust. And if you hear of anyone trying to sell dust, don't hesitate to put them in the dungeons. There are drugs in my kingdom? We've got scumbags getting high in the streets? Disgusting. Not in my kingdom! If anything suspicious happens, make sure I'm the first to know. If you do the right thing here, be sure that my army will stand by your side when the war begins. Alright? I didn't need any more incentive, but that's good incentive as well. 200 soldiers. I can also help with 6 supplies. I heard Etten is selling dust near Kuski. The first step in the right direction would be to stop their deliveries. I will first talk to Etten. I will see what Lord Etten has to say about this first. Just don't let that buffoon get under your skin, Your Grace. That's all for now. As you wish, Your Grace. I mean, I don't care if they're doing the drugs in the other kingdoms. If anything, that might give us a leg up. So, like, if there's another kingdom, and we have to go to war with them, and they're all cracked out of their minds, if they're all dosing, that could give us an edge. We should invite Lord Etten, Your Grace. Make sure what Lurs is saying is true before we decline Etten's alliance. You can find Etten on the Allies panel. He should be here next week if we send a pigeon immediately. I don't think I have any pigeons, though. There he is. Send an invite. Step forward, Pietro! I am sorry for what I said last time, Your Grace. I cannot think straight sometimes. The thing is, someone is after me. Oh, you again? The fucking paranoid schizophrenic? Dude, get back on your meds! You're losing it, pal! But how can I find out who it is? I don't have a clue! If I tell anyone what I know, then they will know. And that is worse, right? Should I just throw him in the prison? How can I help you? How can I help you if you won't tell me exactly what's happening? Your Grace, you don't understand. Tell me what you did to make someone want to come after you. I saw a man and... No, that's not it. I don't know. I can't tell you, Your Grace. What if the person is listening? I'm putting you in the dungeon. You will spend some time in our dungeons. I knew it. I knew it was you. Calm down. It's going to be all right. The guard by the exit will take care of you. I'll come and see you later. That guy's nuts. That guy needs to get back on his you-know-what meds. Ah, yes. My daughter, Sidani. My youngest child, Purple Text, loves animals. Your Grace, I hate that Lausulia has left already. She looked very pretty in her dress. She would look beautiful in any dress. I know, that's why I'm kicking myself for buying the expensive one. I already miss her, Father. When I have a wedding, can I wear the same dress? Well, you might as well. I guess we still have it. Of course you can, Sidani. Mother said Lausulia sent a letter and that she's fine. Have you already replied to her? Have you asked about Dusty? I haven't asked her about Dusty
just
yet!
Here to tell a game called Kitty to Pet. It is a Bonzi Buddy horror game. Just do streamer mode if you decide to play it.
I think
it does show IP.
It does show IP? That sounds like a great reason to not play it. I think I watched Vinny play it. I think the title of the video was something like Bonsai Buddy, but it doxes you. I don't know if I want to play a game that makes you give it administrator privileges. I don't, you know, I'm not, it's a trust exercise. I'm not that trusting. I haven't asked about Dusty yet. Thank you for the super chat, though. Can you please ask Lausulia about the cat, Father? Oh, Father, I've got to know about the cat, innit? Where does he sleep? What does he eat? Is he even alive? Yes, Sidani. I will ask her about the cat. Oh, thank you, Father. I mean, Your Grace. Yeah, Father of the Year. I know what to say to make my kids shut up. Speaking of which, Asalia, my middle child, 12 years old, yellow-brownish text, likes having fun. Father, you promised to practice sword fighting with me, remember? Maybe we could try later today? Please? Of course. I'll see you in the gardens once I'm done in here. No problem there. Here we have a peasant. Your Grace, men with monsters on their banners came ravaging our village. They set our barn on fire. It wasn't long before the flames spread to other buildings. The village is still burning. Most of our supplies are already lost. Please send us some help. Okay, I'm good on supplies. You can have supplies. I need to be careful with my money, because I still have that fucking dress to play off. I believe that should be enough to get you back up and running. Thank you, Your Grace. That is very kind. Your good deeds will spread far, I'm sure. That's enough being a king for today. Got to go sword fight my very plain daughter. In the gardens. Hello, Asalia. How is your yellow-brown text treating you? Yes, Father. What do you mean, yes, Father? I came here to see you because you asked me to. Are you ready? Who? Hey, that was good. Ha, I know. Ach! Too slow, ha 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 ha. Have you heard about Sidani? What happened? I told her she should find a pet that can actually do something besides being disgusting. She's been leaving bait in the garden since then. Nothing has been showing up, so I took half of the stuffed skunks. I took one of the stuffed skunks from the hall and put it behind the bush. In the evening, I told her something took her bait. When she saw a huge skunk, half her size, she panicked. She grabbed my sword. She could barely lift it. It was hilarious. She kept hitting that poor skunk, but it wouldn't budge. Ha 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 ha! Oh, how droll it was, Father. Poor Sidani. She wouldn't hurt an animal. Well, she did. She tried. Mother heard her scream. She came and ruined everything. Sidani actually cried when she found out the thing was stuffed. Why would she cry then? Oh, Azalea! Come on, Father. You have to admit this is funny. Only a little bit. I can't believe she would attack a skunk. Ha 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 ha! On guard! She thinks she can fight because she keeps seeing you run around with your sword. I know. She keeps pestering me to fight her. We should end it here. I better check on Sidani. You know what? I need to remind myself. So whenever I am trying to read something aloud and I keep messing up, that means I need to read slower. You! Dungeon peasant. Paranoid schizophrenic. Oh, Your Grace. It feels safer in here. Yeah, nice safe dungeon, right? You like it? Yeah. I am a kind and just king. When I put people in the dungeon, I know it's for their own good. I don't have to worry about anyone coming after me. I have my friend here, and no one can come inside. Yeah, you also live in a cell. Do you like that? Do you enjoy that? I wish I'd just asked you to imprison me straight away, Your Grace. I'm glad you feel safer. You are right. No one is going to come here looking for you. I owe you my life, Your Grace. Let me give you my army. An army? You have an army? I thought you were a crazy homeless person. I won't need them. I'll just stay here. Why would you have an army? Thought you were a mentally ill, crazy person just wandering the streets. With gunk smeared all over your face. You have an army? Yes, I know, but I couldn't tell them what's going on. It could have been one of them. Yes, of course. You could stay here as long as you like, Pietro. Let the guard know if you need anything. Thank you, Your Grace. Oh, his army is 4 men. Okay. Stay dry. Thank you, Your Grace. I wouldn't call 4 men an army. It's not what I would call that. It's more of a posse. Okay. Council chamber to speak to Sidani. Hello, Sidani. Youngest daughter, purple text. Your Grace! Azalea told me what happened. Well, I just got scared and I didn't know what else to do. It was dark out there and the eyes were shiny. I was worried you'd be mad at me for bringing monsters to the castle. So I just took Azalea's sword. I am sorry I ruined your stuffed animal, Father. I hope you forgive me. Of course. It was an old stuffed skunk. I was going to get rid of it anyway. You were very brave, but I don't want you running around with that sword again, all right? Fine, I won't. Goodbye. I will see you later, silly pickle. Okay. Let's check out the map. Koski, Wolomi, Kasana. Do I have any agents I can send out? Send General to explore? Yes. General sent. Since I have invited ally and I have sent General, I think that means I'm good for this week. I do wonder if maybe I won't be good at this game because I only play it once a week, so it's hard to remember all of the little loose plot points everywhere. But we'll see anyway. I still don't want to spend any money. I can't say. If I start spending money, I'm just gonna go broke. Oh boy. Sidani is here. And Audrey, what do you have to say?
Your Grace, how is our investigation going? I have found this animal tooth, but I don't know how it ended up in our castle. I have prepared a table for you in the council chamber where you can inspect the items. We should invite and question the lords. Who knows, maybe we'll be able to learn something from them. Remember that they might not always tell you the truth, Your Grace. And while we're inviting them, we should try to form alliances too. General. Your Grace, the situation got pretty hot. It wasn't possible to avoid bloodshed.
I don't know what situation you're talking about.
Nonetheless, we have secured Lord Etton's dustwares.
Coolsies? You mean that drug that was getting everybody high? Speak of the devil, here's a Lord Etton himself. How may I be of service, Your Grace?
I have heard what you need those spices for.
Your Grace, I can explain. Oracle dust is far from dangerous. As far as I've been told, it has medical use more than anything else. It's just an easy way to make some gold. It doesn't matter if you sell dust or not. It's going to get out to people anyway. If we're the ones selling it, then at least we are the ones profiting. You just pass it on. Don't trouble yourself with the people who use it. In fact, I could really use your help in this operation. And in return, I will always be at your service. I have a location near Beltois that has some problems with the locals. Send an agent its way and maybe he could give us a hand. Also, if anything out of the ordinary happens, then make sure I'm the first to know. We need to keep an eye on other sellers. If anyone comes selling, make sure to buy a pack or two. I will be able to double your earnings. If you do right by me, I will be sure to do right by you. I will give you my men, gold, and supplies. You're a drug dealer. I don't want to consort with your ilk. That is below a god king such as myself.
I'm not going to help you. I won't help you!
Never say never. Wait, you didn't say never. Regardless, you might still change your mind. Look, I will throw in some extra efforts. I will throw in something extra for your efforts. Alongside 230 men, I will throw in my hounds. They're deadly and precise. The Radovians won't know what hit them. Oh, and I think I just remembered something about the night Talus died. I'd had a fair bit to drink at this stage, so everything was kind of blurry. But I did see someone in the gardens that night when I was watering the flowers.
You mean taking a piss?
He was pissing on the flowers. If you hadn't already, you might want to poke around in there. So, you're welcome, Your Grace. I have this animal tooth.
I have found this in my wine cellar. Can you tell me anything about it?
What is an animal tooth doing in your wine cellar?
It looks like someone has lost it. I'm trying to find its owner.
I don't know, Eric. Probably someone who's interested in animals or creatures, shall I say?
That will be all. You may take your leave.
Your Grace.
Sidani, my youngest daughter. Is this a new pet you're hiding there, silly pickle?
Your Grace, may I introduce to you the Stabber?
Oh no.
The Hedgehog! The Stabber? You have a hedgehog named the Stabber, or named Stabber the Hedgehog? Interesting.
Why the Stabber?
Well, I wanted to name him Hansen, but that name is already taken. The other option was to call him Squisher, but it didn't seem like that would scare off enemies. Underneath he has a velvet yummy tummy you wish you could just stroke and squish all day. Ah, but on top it's a whole different story. Stabber the Hedgehog. Is this an OC of yours that you came up with? On top he is a scary stiff stabber, he is.
What is this all about?
Well, Father, do you know the tale of Hansen? Chris Hansen from Dateline NBC. Yeah, I know.
No, I don't.
Hansen was a hedgehog who rode on a black rooster, Your Grace. He was ugly and unwanted, but one day he helped a king find his way home. As a prize, the hedgehog asked the king to promise to give him whatever greets him first upon his return home. It turned out that the king's daughter was the first to greet him. 1 year later, the hedgehog came to claim his reward and marry the princess. It was difficult for the princess to love the ugly creature Hansen was, but she learned to accept him, and once she proved her true love for him... This is gonna get annoying fast. Hansen turned into the most handsome prince with the biggest castle made out of diamonds!
This story sounds familiar. I wish life was as simple as a fairy tale.
Yes, Lady Dianca always tells me this tale before bed, Father. It's a well-known story. A lot of books have different versions of it. The most popular was something about an old man with white hair killing monsters. It's very silly, but Danica? Who is this? Who are we even talking about? Likes this one a lot. See, I will turn the stabber into a prince.
A prince?
Oh, it's not for me, Father. Once the stabber is a prince, he can help me get Luli back. I'm sure she will like him even more than Ivo. Uh-oh. And then she and Dusty can come back to the castle. It's not happening, sister. Or it's not happening, daughter. I don't think she's coming back.
Fine, you may keep the stabber. Very well. Keep the stabber close to you, and don't lose him. And don't stab yourself.
It's not the stabber. It's the stabber. The stabber is on a mission, and he's about to stab someone. Okay, jeez.
At least she will be occupied. I'm not sure if that's a good thing. Etton's offer is very generous, Your Grace. We could certainly use his hounds and army in the battle. But as promising as trading dust sounds, it could cause some problems later.
There's a cat named Dusty, and there's also something called dust. That is like some kind of a drug. I wonder if those two elements are going to coincide towards the end of the game. If they're going to dovetail together.
If we decide to help Etton, we can be sure that Lurs will cancel his offer of an army.
We shouldn't allow dust sales in Davern. No drugs! Not about drugs. I'm not that kind of king.
Gods know what havoc this substance will cause on our future. Better not risk it. I don't want people coming to me crying that they've lost family members to this poison.
Of course, Your Grace. In that case, we should aid Lurs in stopping this nasty business. Send a general to Kaski as soon as possible to shut down that trading site he was talking about. And if we ever come across anyone who wants to sell dust, we should imprison them for a while just to discourage further sales. Lurs will be happy to hear this, so after we have done what he has asked for, we should invite him over. Okay. I think I already did that. I think we already sent a general there, yeah? We just finished doing that, in fact. And since we just finished doing that, we should invite Lurs back. Step forward, peasant. Your Grace, my village has been raided by bandits. Jeez, this happens every week. These scum are fiercer than any others. There have been casualties. They have killed an entire family. We are counting on help from your general, my Grace. We should keep an eye on these bandits, making sure Radovians are not creating further posts. If they are locals, we should show them that there is no place for such behavior. I will send my general. He has nothing else to do.
You shall get the help you need. My general will find the bandits and bring them to justice.
I knew you would get revenge. Thank you, your grace. Okay, let me take a bite of my chili here.
And now, off to be a king.
My very plain wife wants to have a conversation.
How may I assist you, my very plain wife?
Darling. I have a lead on the investigation.
I have found some clues that might lead us to the person who's behind Talus's death.
Talus. King Talus was the name of Ivo's father, the one who was poisoned at the wedding. What have you found?
An animal tooth. This animal tooth is a very exotic thing. We don't have dragons anywhere near Davern. A guard found it in the wine cellar.
It could be from a merchant, or someone who's dealt with big beasts before. Maybe take it to a hunter, see if he can tell where exactly this tooth came from.
We don't have a hunter in the castle. I'll ask Audrey to put the word out that we're looking for one. Audrey from Omori. That's all I found.
Lorsulia sent us a letter. Didn't we already talk about this?
Our daughter has arrived safely. She seems to like Atana.
I'm quite jealous of her. Atana is a beautiful place. Their castle is much better than ours, too.
I hope she will learn her way around soon.
I'm sure she will, darling. When you write to her, tell her I'm sending my best wishes to both of them. Ask her how she is dealing with all of these new things, and what she has been doing without her sisters.
Of course, I don't want to write her a full-length book. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, my darling. Lord Etten visited me.
Turns out that he is trading Oracle dust and wants my help with it. Lord Lurs doesn't approve of the business. He thinks it's bad for people. I have helped Lurs with stopping Etten's trade stand. But really, I don't know what to think about it.
I know what to think about it. Well, do you really think that selling dust is bad for people? Yes! It's not widely used yet. It does have side effects. This stuff sells like crazy. It has side effects.
If more people started using it with no regulation, we could have problems. We don't have enough resources or doctors to deal with things going wrong. But then again, it might also be that nothing bad happens. What do you think?
I mean, I hear God's servants use it, so I'm sure it's fine. After the war with Redovia, if things start going wrong, we can always stop supporting Etten.
Thank you, sweetheart. I guess it's worth thinking about.
We have dragons? I hope not. I hope dragons don't show up, because if dragons show up, they're gonna fuck everything up. It's fine, my dear. Let me know if you need to discuss anything else.
I will see you later, darling.
Fine, I will stay here. That's it. Week is concluded. Can't click that. I'm still not... I'm not making money fast enough. I'm guessing because I'm still... See, I wish it would tell me here if it's deducting money to pay for that dress still. Actually, maybe it is. Maybe I just need to read it. Army upkeep, bank, gold payment. -10. Could that be the payment? For the dress? God, why did I buy that stupid dress? I'm gonna be kicking myself for buying that expensive-ass dress. She didn't even like it. Lady Ada. We get +1 resources from Lady Ada. New inn, +1 gold. +3 gold for the tavern. +2 gold for the new market stalls. +13 for taxes and +9 resources for taxes. Yeah, I don't have enough built up capital to want to start spending my money yet. Because you never know when you're gonna You're gonna need like a rainy day fund. There could be an emergency tomorrow that I have to deal with. The bank gold payment. That must be... Because I think I remember that Italian guy telling me it was 10 gold a week. So that must be payment for the dress. But that's gonna last a while. Because it was 60 gold, and then he told me it had another 10 gold interest. So that's gonna be 7 weeks I'm paying that off. Oh boy. Heavy is the crown. It's not easy being a king. Pigeon's back. Dear father, King Ivo greatly mourns the loss of his father. The funeral took place as soon as we arrived in Atania. Talus is sorely missed amongst the lords and advisors. Together with King Ivo, we prayed for justice for his father. They say he's in a better place now. Not bloody likely. He's in hell as a skeleton. He's been drafted into the skeleton war in hell. The journey home helped King Ivo clear his head, and he realized that as King of Davern, you didn't have anything to do with poisoning his father. Then tell him to give me back the army and give me back the gold. I want it back! Although you and King Ivo didn't part in the friendliest manner, King Ivo wishes to apologize for his words, but says that his advisors forced him to stand by his decision. Boo! King Ivo wishes to send you support, but as his father promised, but his hands are tied until the royal trial is concluded. He counts on your quick investigation into the murder, which he believes will prove your innocence. Yours, Lascivious. Well, if you said that he knows that I didn't have anything to do with it, then why do we need the trial to clear my name? Why is that even necessary at this point? King Ivo. I still can't get used to that. I suppose no one imagined Ivo taking the throne so soon. It's good that at least he knows I didn't poison Talus. Why do we need the trial then? We will still need to convince his advisors and lords. Oh, they need to be convinced, huh? They will need to see the murderer before they support sending their whole army to help Davern. We will find the one responsible, I'm sure. I don't know about that. Let's ask Lascivious something else. Ask her about herself? I don't really care about the cat, if I'm being honest. Got more important things to worry about. Ask Lascivious how she is. What she does with her time. Tell her everyone is missing her. Very well, Your Grace. I will write her a letter. We should anticipate a reply within a couple weeks. Got Pigeon back. Lurs. You have called for me, Your Grace. Dust sails in Kaski. Good job. You have stopped Etten's trading stand. It will be much harder for him to sell dust now. Thank you, Your Grace. Etten's dust dealers. If a dealer ever comes through your doors, please imprison them immediately. This will discourage Etten's dealers from selling. Something suspicious? If something suspicious happens, make sure to let me know first. Okay, then that's all. That's all for now. As you wish, Your Grace. Well, that looks like Asalia up next, if I recognize her. What are you doing with this brush? Mother made me sweep up all the corridors. Why? What did you do this time? Nothing. Is that what I call her for short? I call her Az. That's awful. That's a terrible nickname. Imagine if your nickname was Az. Az, tell me what you did! Nothing, I swear! Did you go out and get drunk again? Don't think I don't remember you got drunk. You got drunk. You're too young for that. Your mother will tell me what you did if you won't! I had better start sweeping before she finds me. She got up to something. She's just gonna sweep over there? Alright. Your Grace, I heard the wedding was a right feast. I mean, apologies for my impoliteness. My condolences to King Talus. I'm sure he will be missed.
Thank you. I will pass them on.
My family just moved to the capital. We have a house, but our garden isn't big enough. It can barely fit our horses. We'd like a bigger house with a big garden and a beautiful front porch. For us, simple farmers, that's an expense we could never afford. But as a king, it's probably nothing. It would only cost a fraction of what you paid for the wedding dress, Your Grace. 25 gold is all I ask for. No flippin' way! 25 gold is a lot!
Are you out of your mind? I don't have gold to waste on your new house. I don't even know who you are other than you being a fat woman. If you want it, work for it. The castle gold is reserved for people in need. You better leave before I have my guards take you out.
So you spend that much on a dress your daughter wore once, but you can't help your people with a new house. She's my daughter! My daughter! You people out there, you take care of yours, I'll take care of mine. You could buy half the village just with the gold from the dress. Listen, the dress was a mistake. I'm willing to admit, I shouldn't have bought the fucking dress, but that's why I have to save money now. Because I bought the stupid dress, okay? So now we have to conserve money. Please understand. I'll make sure everyone knows it. Tell them! Tell them I don't care! See if I care. Go tell them. Sheesh.
My name is Olivia, Your Grace. I come from the forest. I am the leader of the cult of the trees in the western woods.
All sounds very above board. Okay, like it, like it.
I know I am probably not welcome here, but you are my last hope, Your Grace. I am a very mysterious, sexy lady from a cult in the woods. I have asked all the neighboring villages for help, but they despise my god. In the middle of the forest, we have a sacred oak, and because of all the recent rains, the area around it has flooded. A stream of water keeps running all over its roots. We have tried stopping the water, but we don't have the appropriate tools. Our people need to pray too, Your Grace. Without it, they are depressed and scared. I can't bear to see them so helpless. Please help us, Your Grace.
A worshipping oak?
Are you praying to a tree? Yes, Your Grace. It's the tree of the god of thunder. A symbol of life and love, filled with healing powers. Nothing bad can happen to this tree, Your Grace. Please, I beg you.
I can't help you. I don't want to give you my money, and I don't see what's in it for me anyway. It seems like there's nothing in it for me. I don't see why you guys can't just pray to a tree that's surrounded by water.
It's just a tree. I'm sure you can find another one. Didn't you say you come from the forest? I've heard they have lots of trees in the forest. But Your Grace, this isn't just a normal oak. It's a holy oak. It has been chosen. You're just like the rest of them.
I don't care. Go pray to your fucking tree. You don't need my help with that.
Your Grace, a traveling merchant here. I'm selling rather exclusive wares, if you're interested.
Is it dust? Are you selling dust? The oracle dust?
Silk, perfumes, books, and decorations. Whatever your royal soul might desire. Something tells me you might be interested in far more delicate merchandise, though. I have a knack for these things, am I right?
Tell me more. I'm listening.
Oh, how fandustic.
Fandustic?
You see, I have something very precious here. Satisfactory for the most disillusioned pleasure seekers.
Sounds like dust.
Some say it's a perfect cure for when you don't feel particularly inspired. Others may use it purely for recreation. Oh boy. It's very good generally if you're going through a bad spell, Your Grace. I have 1 pack of dust for just 7 pieces of gold. I
have never been more insulted in my life. What kind of a king do I look like to you? If you're tempted to grab another sack, I might throw it in for only 5 gold. That would be only 2 whole packs for only 12 gold. Now, if that's not a deal worthy of your royal bottom... What are you talking about, my bottom? Then I don't know what is. Do I put it up my ass? Is it a suppository? Your place is in my dungeon! I won't allow Oracle Dusk and Davern.
Your Grace, there's nothing wrong with selling a few packs of sugar dust. What other pleasures were you thinking about? Oracle dust? I've never heard of it.
How dare you lie to your king? My guards will take care of you at the exit. Yes.
Get in there, you little fucking bitch. Degenerate. I think we should check with Lurs, Your Grace. We always check with that fucker. You might have done some tasks for him, so he might be ready for an alliance now. Okay, we'll call him. I would love to explore the map. I don't think I have an available general. No agents available, yep. So, let's go see who's around the castle who wants to talk. Bedchamber and dungeon. Let's go to the dungeon first.
Your Grace, I can't bear this place. Please let me out. I didn't know that Your Grace disapproves of the dust. I thought it was like any other consumable product.
People get sick because of this stuff. Everyone who sells dust in Davern will be imprisoned. You'll stay here until Lord Lurs arrives.
How about this guy?
Pietro, are you feeling any better? Do you have everything you need?
Yes. Sturdy walls, steel bars, a personal guard. Oh wait, there's nowhere to run. Well, that's your own problem. What about you? Anything to say?
How can I help you, Your Grace? I'm just looking around.
Stay as long as you like, Your Grace. Okay, let's go check on the wife. What ails you, my bride? My bride, what ails you? Aurelia.
Darling.
I have a lead on the investigation. Do I, though? I don't think I do.
I found some clues that might lead us to the person who's behind Talus's death.
No, I don't. What have you found?
That's all.
Yeah, I thought so. I got nothing. What did Asalia do?
You made her sweep all the castle corridors. This must have been serious.
Oh, Eric. She's behaving worse and worse as she grows up. She convinced one of our servants to practice sword fighting with her.
Oh, gods.
It didn't end well. The servant ended up with a huge cut on his cheek. You shouldn't have let her play with swords, Eric.
I know I shouldn't have, but I feel that if I had said no, she'd still do it in secret.
I know, Eric. We need to pay more attention to her, especially now Luli is not here.
Luli. Now that's a good nickname. I don't want to call my daughter Az. It's no good.
We'll see you later.
Fine, I will stay here.
Anything else? Nope, nothing else. On to week 14. Alright, everything looking good here. I don't think I'm gonna start making money again until I pay off that fucking dress. Let's have a carnival, because that uses resources and not money. And that'll give me 5 contentment. Grevno, week 14. Pigeons here! The craft will flourish. No man can stop. In the middle of the night we shall meet. For the dust spreads faster in the sandstorm. Ooh, how mysterious. Who could that be, I wonder?
Can you make any sense out of it, Audrey?
I'm afraid just as much as you, Your Grace. Something tells me it's to do with the oracle dust, though. We should pass this on to either Lurs or Etten. It's your call, your grace. Alright, is Lurs here? Yes, he is, so you're in the perfect position to talk to him.
Your grace, I have found the bandits. They were quite the bunch, drinking away in the forest nearby. I let the villagers deal with them. I'm ready for our next orders. Thank you. Let's hope this doesn't happen again.
Lurs, my good friend. My friend in our fight against the obsidian dust.
You have called for me, your grace.
I've done your tasks. I have done as you've asked. Wonderful. We have stopped the growth of Etten's business. Oracle dust will... Oh, I thought it was obsidian dust. Oracle dust will still be about, but we will definitely help reduce its spread. Unfortunately, there's a small problem in the way. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, in the real world, all people say about the war on drugs is that it was entirely unsuccessful. So maybe if we make the drugs illegal, people are still just going to do illegal things to get them. So maybe this is the wrong way to go about it. But I don't want to live in a kingdom where everybody's whacked out of their gourd on drugs. That's not what I want. With Etten not buying my spices, others have turned their backs on me as well. I can hardly make a coin now. That's why I had to start trading with Radovians.
This is treason! You're directly helping our enemy!
By making their soup spicier. Your Grace, let's not worry so much. If anything, I'm stealing their gold. I imagine they are not exactly aware I'm their enemy. Your Grace, the bottom line is I need gold. Otherwise, I won't be able to sustain my armies. The only other option I see is if you bought the spices from me. I will need monthly installments, though. I need to keep my business running, or else I might wrap it all up. If you don't like any of those options, then I suppose we need to part ways. No, you can keep selling to them. I really don't care. You're just making their soup spicier.
As long as they keep playing, then I'm game.
Great. You will see, Your Grace. It won't change a thing. This secret message is for you.
I found this message.
Ah, perfect. That's all for now. As you wish, Your Grace. Wait, I didn't tell him about the guy in the dungeon. But it also wasn't even an option. This alliance gives us many benefits, Your Grace. We should expect an increase in our income at the end of the week. Good, good.
Your Grace, I come from the tavern. The business was going so well, but lately I've had some troubles, and it's all getting out of hand. The tavern became a great place for everyone to gather and have a good time. But some local panders saw... Panders? Some local panders saw an opportunity to use this place to find customers. At first it was fine, just some girls lurking around every now and then.
Oh. I think he means ladies of the evening.
Now the tavern has turned into a brothel. Uh-oh. People are only visiting for the girls. Although my sales have gone through the roof, I've got to say, it attracts customers, but the panders essentially took over my tavern. Is panders like an old-timey word for prostitute that I'm only just now learning? I don't know. I don't want there to be a den of ill repute. As they cause all sorts of trouble, as you can imagine, Your Grace. Almost every week I have to deal with these disrespectful, violent men. I'm scared they will soon take over the tavern completely and leave me with nothing. On the other hand, if I kick them out, they will just relocate to another pub. I'll lose all my customers and we'll have to close down. Oof. I don't think that
I don't think that hookers are as bad as drugs. If I have to choose between banning drugs and banning hookers, the good thing about hookers is at least hookers don't, like, poison people on the inside. They only poison your soul, which isn't as bad as poisoning your body. And I also don't... If I tell him to kick out the hookers, then that might be it for his tavern. Come back another time. You know what? I'll think about it, maybe.
I want to help, but my resources are limited at the moment.
That's fine, Your Grace. I will come back in 2 weeks' time. We have Sidani. Doesn't look like she has her hedgehog with her.
Your Grace, I'll come to you with a special request. To turn Stabber into a prince, I need to lift his curse. I've researched more into it.
I think you're the youngest one of us who can read, Sidani.
Well, I made Danica read it for me.
Who is Danica? I still don't know who that is.
I already love him as hard as I can. I squish and tickle his tummy all the time. He likes when I poke him in the eyes and flick his little belly and pull his little arms and legs. Oh, he loves it so much. He squeals with delight. But now, I need to make him rich. Your Grace, may I please request 1 piece of gold? I'll pay it back, I promise.
A piece of gold to make the hedgehog rich.
You know, this could be a good opportunity to teach Sidani responsibility. If I say I'm lending you a piece of gold, she will learn the importance of paying off the debts that she takes on willingly. Every child needs to learn the importance of money and how to handle it and how to take on a debt. So I will give you 1 gold.
Here, 1 piece of gold. Don't lose it.
Thank you, Father. Your efforts will not be forgotten. I also need to find a black rooster with a saddle. Do you know where I could find one?
Oh, my silly pickle! I honestly don't know.
That's fine, my king. I shall find one myself.
How come she respects me more than literally anybody? She is literally the nicest one. My wife doesn't respect me. Lorsulia doesn't respect... Oh, nobody wants to talk to me. Brilliant. Well, guess I'm just a fucking loser then. When you make an alliance, the ally's name will turn green. But when you upset some lords, their names will appear in red. This usually means you can't ally with them anymore. Okay, so I have Lurs as an ally. King Talus is dead. King Ivo, I think I need to clear my name with him in order for him to become my my ally again. Who should I invite this week? I don't know any of these people. Joven, Lena, Noaxi, Violite, or Violite? Violite. Ooh, Violite. Masha, Grego, and Banker. Let's try Violite. And we will send our general out to explore Cassano. See if you can find anything interesting there. On to week 15. I don't want to... Can I not click off this carnival? I guess not. Maybe you can only do the carnival once, and that's why it's green, because you can't click it twice. Alright, still don't have any gold for anything. Grevno, week 15. Dear Eric, I hear that I'm already too late to marry your daughter. Yeah, that's right. We had some struggles, but we will be ready within 14 weeks. I believe we can explore other options, and I hope that you will keep to your promise. Byron, the king of Redovia. They know, and they will come to get another daughter.
14 weeks? That's too soon.
We need to gather an army. We need to make alliances and hope Ivo will help us.
14.
Whoa, no! What happened? I fainted? Am I sick? What's happening?
You're awake. You gave us all a big fright indeed. What happened? I feel like the last hours just disappeared. The Radovian king sent us another letter. You didn't take it well.
Did I faint or am I sick? I hope I just fainted.
Radovia will be here in 14 weeks. We need to get ready. The doctors say you're worrying too much. If you were younger, it wouldn't be too much of a concern, but at your age you are more prone to the effects. You need to take care of yourself.
How can I do that? We have to prepare for the battle. We have no army.
Yes, that we must, but you need to keep calm. Everything will be fine. Go on now. You still have work left to do.
You're right. I better get on with things.
Did everyone leave the throne room? Oof. Things are getting stressful.
Your Grace, I hope you are fine.
I'm feeling a little better, yes. Did anything happen while I was gone?
No, everything's the same. Oh, that's a relief.
About the letter. We need to focus on gathering as many allies as possible in the next weeks. Invite lords and see how we can make alliances with them. While we are doing that, we should also focus on these evidence items for the royal trial.
You mean the tooth?
Question lords and see if any of these things will lead us to the killer. I don't mean to cause you stress, but we only have 14 weeks.
Of course, Audrey. I agree, we shouldn't get distracted with petty matters. Let's get to it.
Your Grace, I ran into a small bandit camp. A small bandit camp? Small bandit camp.
They were keeping a merchant captive.
I have helped him out, and in return, he gave me this gold.
Fuck yeah.
Plus 11 gold, fuck yeah.
The elite. Your Grace. I hear you'll fight with the beast-faced. We are preparing for the battle with Radovia. You heard well. The name's the elite. My elders have fought with the beast many years before me. I heard they brought some Radovian dog here to your castle. Shame you had to dispatch of them. I was hoping I could deal with them myself. But one will not cry over a dead cat. I want to reward you for your bravely actions. I will give you all that I can to aid you in the battle with the beast-faced. 3 gold and 150 army, of course. Remember, Radovia is nothing but reek from the buttocks. What? Radovia is nothing but reek from the buttocks. That's a hell of a thing to say. And we don't want that round, do we? Oh, and one more thing, Your Grace. My deal is off the table if you ever help any of these dogs. Make no mistake about that, Your Grace.
I have this animal tooth.
Found this in my wine cellar. Can you tell me anything about it? Oh, that's one bit of a tooth. 'Tis beautiful, that is all I can tell you, Your Grace. I'm sorry I'm not much help. That's all. That would be all for now.
Aye, Your Grace.
Alright, well, she didn't recognize the tooth. I guess... Didn't recognize the tooth, but is a new ally. That's good. I guess I just have to ask everyone if they recognize the tooth until I find someone who does. Lena has 300 members of her army, so let's invite her next. Here's a peasant. Your Grace, may I have your audience, please? I went to do some fishing, like I always do, Your Grace. But as foolish as I am, I fell asleep, Your Grace. Stupid Stefan! I always have to mess everything up. Anyway, someone took my fishing rod.
and now I have nothing. Just the only thing I had left after my wife died. Oh, my sweet Anna. If she saw what a mess I am, she'd put me right into my place. It's all my fault, your grace. I only wanted me and her and the kids to have a good time. So I took everybody out on me boat, and then the storm came. And it just flipped the boat upside down.
Yeah, that's called capsizing.
I swear I didn't know, your grace. When I woke up on the shore, they were all gone. So I wait every day, and I fish to pass the time. But now I don't even have me rod. Please, your grace, spare the old man. If I could ask for a piece of gold, I swear I will buy a fishing rod and nothing else.
I do feel bad for him. So he went out on a boat with his wife and kids. The boat capsized. They all died. All he had left was fishing. And now his fishing rod is gone as well. That is very sad. Fine, here is 1 gold. Here is 7 gold for food and new clothing. I don't think he needs that. I'll give you 1 gold.
Buy the new fishing rod, but don't lose it again. It'll get easier. You should try to sell some of the fish on the market to keep your mind off things.
Thank you, your grace.
I am forever grateful.
I am a wise and just king. You cannot say I am not a wise and just king. Your grace, the gods have cursed us all. The rain just won't stop. Are you the sexy lady from the cult in the forest? 2 people in our community have passed away. It's because of the floods, because we didn't protect the oak. It's all your fault. I didn't do anything. Your grace, you're angering the gods. They will come for you. Oh, I'm so terrified. Ooh. Entry updated. Where is that entry? The Cult of the Trees. A woman named Olivia visited the throne room with an unusual request. She said the worshipping oak in a nearby forest was flooded and her people have nowhere to pray. The king decided to ignore the request for help. Olivia returned and she was very unhappy that her requests were ignored previously. Lingering resentment. The elite's past clearly informs her decisions. The resentment of Radovians means she will only aid us in battle if we do everything we can to show them they are not welcome here. I already hated the Radovians. After Talus's death, it was on King Eric's interest to find out who was responsible for the murder in order to receive help from Ivo. After questioning the dungeon guard, King Eric was inferred that someone entered the wine cellar on the wedding night. Whoever it was, they lost a big animal tooth that could be used to trace them. Ivo is the son of Talus, the royal prince of Atania. He is the future husband of Eric's daughter, Lursulia. Well, the current husband, actually. This is supposed to keep up. It didn't keep up. He is the current husband. They are married. She is not here anymore. After his father's sudden death during the royal wedding, Ivo became the king of Atania with Lursulia by his side. Okay, so it doesn't revise the stuff that's already there, it just adds to it. Alright. Recent rainy weather damaged our pantry roof and dungeon. We should repair the damages when possible. Yeah, it didn't give me that. It hasn't given me the option to do that yet, has it? This guy is a merchant, and he looks like he's holding what appears to be a bird cage with a blanket over it. Is this a bird? Are you going to try to sell me a bird?
Your Grace, I bring you a special thing of magical splendor. It is only worthy of a royal. No one else deserves this magnificent being.
Your Grace, I present to you my magical cock. Hey now, you watch your language. Buddy, I don't want to see your cock. Get your cock out of here. You come in my throne room waving your cock around? Don't forget it. Don't let your eyes fool you. This ain't a regular cock, Your Grace. This cock has been enchanted. It can tell a lie from the truth, Your Grace.
And when it senses a lie, it will voice its disapproval. I believe it would be a real asset to your throne room. It will help you lead better than any advisor. See, I'm no liar. The cock stayed quiet. How can I be sure this thing works?
You guys in the chat are eating it up. The chat is always dead when I play this game, but then I read the words magical cock and you guys all think it's hilarious. Oh my gosh, cock, like a bird is cock, and also cock like penis? What? Penis, dirty word for cock? The chat loves it. You say magical cock, the chat, you know, their eyes just go and turn on. They go boing. Snap to attention.
How can I be sure this thing works? Prove to me the effectiveness of your magical cock.
Try it yourself, your grace. Tell a lie or truth.
I had honey porridge for breakfast.
I had very delicious porridge for breakfast. No, it doesn't say anything. See, I wasn't lying, your grace. Well, let me try it with a lie. It didn't let me try it with a lie. Fuck, now I can't go back. I have to try it with a truth and a lie. I can't just try it with one. I'm only gonna ask it one question.
How much do you want for this thing?
Only 18 gold, your grace. This is a very good price for a lie detector. Fuck. What are the odds that it works? What could the odds be that that would work? I'm not sure. If this was real life, I would just be like, that doesn't fucking work, and I could tell that guy to take a hike. But because it's a video game, I don't know how fantastical this video game is. It's all seemed pretty grounded up until now. There hasn't been much supernatural anything. A cock that can tell the difference between truth and lies. Guys, what do you think? Should I buy it or not? Really, I just shouldn't. Maybe I should just not waste my money. Magical cock, I don't know. A lot of men claim it, but it's never really true. Yeah. Don't buy the cock also? Zora, if I recall, I think you've told me that you've played this, so I guess you would know. Unless you're trying to lead me astray, Zora. Maybe I should use the magical cock on you. To see if you're the one who's lying. Don't be a whore, don't buy cock. You know, usually I never pay for cock. That is true. I've never paid for cock before. It would be weird to start now. Yeah, I'm sorry. I think I'll pass. We already wasted all that money on the fucking wedding dress.
I don't think we need a lie detector. Besides, I'm not keeping a cock in my throne room. This is a no-cock zone. Who's going to clean up his mess?
Fine, your grace. Your loss. I'm sure someone else will gladly take him. He was probably trying to scam me anyway. It's, you know, oldest trick in the book. You get the snake oil salesman coming in talking about his magical cock. Doesn't look like anybody wants to talk this week. I can talk to Sidani, though, with our little hedgehog. What's up, kid?
Hello, little pickle.
Your grace! Pet stabber.
Do you mind if I pet him?
Not at all, your grace! Just don't sit.
Ouch!
Stab yourself.
Thank you, Sidani. Very droll. I do so love my daughter Sidani and her pet, Stabber the Hedgehog. One of my favorite Sonic OCs.
There's an agent still available for orders. Oh, okay. Let's send him over here, I guess. And the invite to Lena has been sent. Let's hope that she recognizes the tooth. Okay, I finally have a little more gold. Do I want to spend the gold? What does this this bar that's filling up here, what does this represent? I'm not sure what this represents. It's a bar to war. So when it gets, but over here it says the number 1000. You know what? This must be how close I, this is just like the size of my army, because it says I have 514 soldiers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a little more than 5. But what happens when I get to 1,000 soldiers? It also says time until Redovia comes, 14 weeks. 14 weeks is a long time. We got time. We've got so much time. You need that many men to go to war. So the idea is when the war comes, if I have less than 1,000 soldiers, I'll lose. If I have over 1,000 soldiers, I'll win? Well, you know, I guess I'll just have to find out. Yeah, I still don't want to buy anything because everything is just so expensive. I don't feel comfortable buying something until I'm making a little more money, and I won't start making more money until after I've paid off the gold dress. So I'm still not buying anything. A very conservative king. Very tight with his wallet, but you know, that's fine. I know we have some very pressing issues now, but considering the last week's incident, perhaps we should think about securing an heir, Your Grace. Years are passing by, and none of us are getting any younger. If you don't have a rightful heir, Ivo will be next in line. He's not a bad person, but it's likely Davern would just become a part of Atanya. We're working on it. Rest assured, Aurelia and I are working on an heir. At this age, it's not so easy anymore. Of course, 3 daughters is already plenty, Your Grace. Let me worry about this once we have dealt with Redovia. Your Grace, a nobleman visiting a local village had problems with folks stealing his goods from him. He asked me to find those responsible. The search wasn't hard, and I brought them back for justice. The nobleman was very grateful, and he paid me with his gold. Hey, free gold. Ooh, 11 gold. Here we have Lady Lena. A pleasure to meet you, Your Grace. And my biggest condolences about Talus, although I didn't like him at all. Anyway, Lurs has explained your situation to me. I believe I can help, for something in return, of course. You see, you have something I want to give my son. Someone, actually. I would like your daughter, Asalia, to marry him. I believe this would greatly strengthen our relationship for years to come, and as a start, I would lend you my army.
Hey, Max.
Hi.
Where does a king keep his armies? In his sleeveys.
Cute.
Funny joke.
Oh, it's not bad. It's not a bad joke. You know what? Because it was in Plankton's voice, that made it funnier. And thank you for the super chat. 300 fully equipped and trained soldiers all ready to stand against Redovia. Along with the men, 4 gold and 5 supplies. So, what do you say? Let me think about it.
I will need some time to think this through.
Oh, of course, darling. Take as much time as you like. Just remember that Redovia won't be waiting for you to get ready. Ha 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 ha! How droll.
Your Grace, I come from the tavern. Like I said before, people are only visiting for the girls, the panders, as I call them. Although my sales have gone through the roof, I've got to say, it attracts customers. But the panderers essentially took over my bar.
And they cause all sorts of trouble, as you can imagine. Oh, I've already talked to you about this. We've already had this exact same conversation. Violent, disrespectful men, on the other hand, if I kick them out, they will just relocate to another pub. I'll lose all my customers. Should be happy with the extra money.
If you throw these people out, you'll risk having to close down your tavern!
You should try to work with them so you can both profit. That's a good point, Your Grace. But these men are horrible. They really don't treat the women very well. I don't want to support them unless there is a way I can control the situation.
Why don't you hire your own guards?
I could, Your Grace, but they are very expensive. Oh, here we go. My sales did go up, but not nearly enough to cover full-time guards. I can't give you any more gold. I'm sorry.
Our kingdom budget is very tight at the moment!
And what do I do, Your Grace? Be happy with the extra money, but then we're going in circles. If you throw these people out, then you'll risk having to close down your tavern. You should try to work with them so you can both profit. That's a good point, Your Grace, but those men are horrible. They don't treat the women very well. I can't give you any more gold. I'm sorry, I can't help. There is nothing I can currently do to help you with your situation. I hope you can resolve it by yourself.
I hope so too, Your Grace.
It's not my problem. Nope, wait, sit back down, sit back down. Still have more peasants to talk to. Your Grace, our village was on fire last week and you helped us. We have found assistance just in time. The chapel started to catch fire, but we managed to save it. I just wanted to bring the greatness of blessings to you, Your Grace. We are forever in your debt.
I'm happy to hear this. I hope the rest of your village is restored soon.
We're working on it, Your Grace. Thank you again. You know, I like when the guys come to me, and instead of needing something, they just thank me. Why can't my peasants ever be thankful? Why can't I just have thankful subjects? I do so much. Didn't I do it for you? Didn't I do it for you? Didn't I do it for my peasants?
MG. What is Goofball's last name?
Goofberg. His full name is Gary J. Goofberg. Father, I was wondering if we could practice the sword fighting again. Perhaps later in the gardens. You said we could do this again, Father.
Very well. I had better keep to my promise then. Go on. You can warm up without me. I will catch up to you in just a bit.
Great. I will see you in the gardens.
Off she goes. I had better check up on her.
So I have to choose an heir. Is that in the archives? Sick father? No. Main entries, people needs, family, and completed entries. So if something's down here in completed entries, I probably just don't need to look at it. I wouldn't have imagined that I'm so old that I'm going to die soon, but I guess if this is the Middle Ages, you know, 30-year average lifespan, I could really just, like, there's no medical science. If I'm stricken with something, there's no doctors that can help me. I could just die any time. I don't want to just die. It's a dangerous world, that medieval Europe.
I have a lead on the investigation. What do you think about finding Asalia, our prince? We're not talking about the investigation anymore. We have no more information about it. Lady Lena came to me with a proposition.
Asalia? She's still young. Well, she's 12. Is that much younger than 13? How come, like, 13 is an appropriate age to get married, but 12? Oh, that's ridiculous. I thought we wouldn't have to think about it until after the battle.
I know. I wasn't really sure what to tell her. She was offering...
WHYD, you break into my room.
Why did I break into your room to steal your gold?
She was offering her support in the battle, if we agree. We need as much help as we can get, but I don't want to let Azalea go yet. I'll leave this decision up to you, sweetheart. If the whole point of this game is that we have to get 1,000 soldiers before the war, then I'm sorry, she has to get married as well. Because even though she is so very, very young, oh, train's going by. Even though she is so very, very young, we will get so many soldiers from the alliance that we will build with that kingdom.
This marriage would secure more men for our army. Otherwise, I don't know how we're going to deal with Redovia. I'm still not sure if I can prove my innocence to Ivo.
The royal trial is very close.
I know, sweetheart. I'm doing my best. I'll invite Lady Lena and let her know what my decision is.
Fine, I'll stay here.
And I will have to talk to Azalea. Oh, Azalea's fighting with somebody else? Hey, who's this? Did you make a friend? Maya.
Yes, father.
Who's this? I see you already found someone to practice with.
Well, I'm not going to wait for you all day, am I?
I haven't seen you before. Who are you?
This is Maya. Remember when I sneaked out to the wedding party?
The one you were not supposed to go to?
Well, yes. Anyway, that's when I met Maya. We had fun at the wedding. I thought it would be nice if she came to visit.
Your Grace.
See? I can never get her.
I wanted to ask you about Sidani. Well, I wanted to talk to you about your about the fact that I might be marrying you off. But maybe that wouldn't be appropriate to do while you're having a play date with a friend.
Looking at you two, I think I know why Sidani wants to stab people. Is there any chance that you talked her into it?
Oh, so you heard about the stabber? Don't look at me. Sidania came up with the name.
Sidani really wanted to practice with us, but to talk her out of it, we had to come up with something else she could do.
You should be happy she's not running around with a real sword, father.
Who taught you to fight like this, Maya?
My father is a swordsman. He showed me a few tricks.
And he lets you play with swords?
Maya says you need to be ready when the enemy strikes. And you never know when they will strike. Ha! That's what my father says. Your accent.
Why do you have an accent? I can't quite place your accent. You're not from around here, are you?
My parents are from Baravia. We're passing by and stopped in the capital for a couple of weeks.
That's awfully far from here. Where are your parents now?
They have business in the market. I guess I'm Audrey now. They let me venture around.
Yes, they're traveling merchants, sort of. Maya was showing me some fancy sword tricks she learned on their journeys.
Interesting. A tradesman who knows how to fight. I would love to meet your parents one day. Tell them they have my invitation.
Thank you, Your Grace. I will pass on the invitation. They'll surely be happy to visit.
My pleasure.
Alright, I will head off now.
Don't cut yourselves. Just don't come screaming if you cut your fingers off.
Thank you, Father. We won't. If we cut our fingers off, we'll be very silent about it, Father.
It says there's still a conversation I can have in here. Is there someone over here? Or do I have to talk to Maya directly? Thank you for letting me visit, Your Grace. Still an agent available for orders. Okay. I guess we'll send him here, even though I think I've already explored there. Let's invite Lena back. And then we can tell her that Asalia can marry her son. By the end of this game, I will have no children left. They will all be married off. But, you know, it is part of being a king. I think I might have finally paid off that dress. That's good. That's great, in fact. Okay. The dress is paid off. Let's open the training grounds. That will give us 10 army a week. Also, prepare general. General will be available during the battle. Is that good? Do I want general available during the battle? That's probably going to be fine. Do I get a new general if I do that? Hey, bird's here. Bird mail. Dear King of Davern, the western woods near Branca are not uninvolved in your troubles. An uncommon object can lead you to the sinner. Be quick, yours truly. Not sure what that's about. I'm gonna take another bite of my chili. Western woods near Branca. Not uninvolved in your troubles. Uncommon object can lead you to the sinner. You mean the tooth? I've been trying to find somebody who recognizes the tooth. I've been trying.
This letter has no seal. What do you think of this, Audrey?
Whoever sent this letter must have gone to great lengths to pay a scribe to write it.
This must be important. You better send a
Hey,
general.
Max.
Hi.
I found this gun and I was wondering who you think I should remove from the mortal coil with it. Realistic answers only.
I guess... I'm probably thinking about this question more than I should, because the question was probably just meant to be goofy. You don't actually have a gun, do you? I guess probably the best thing to do would be to kill a criminal with a particularly egregious crime who cannot be reformed. So if you find, like, a criminal who's in jail for, like a PDF file who's raped, like, 10 children, you could probably kill them. And that might make the world a better place. If they can't be reformed, if they're just going to spend the rest of their life in jail anyway, sucking away at society's resources, maybe you could just turn them off, and that would be the solution to a problem. But you know what? That is a very good question to ask a king, because a king has to make hard executive decisions like that. You know. But also, you didn't find a gun, and you don't have to kill anybody, so what are you wasting my time for? I have marked this location on your map for you, Your Grace. Alright. Alright. Lord Etton's wares were successfully protected, just as you requested, Your Grace. Lady Lena, you have called for me, Your Grace?
About the marriage.
Have you reconsidered my offer, Your Grace?
I think we should proceed with the marriage. The marriage is a good idea. I've heard wonderful things about your boy. I'm sure Asalia will be delighted to be his wife. Also, we could definitely make use of your army. A hymn.
Oh, that's most wonderful! The day we defeat Redovia is the day we will celebrate. Asalia might not be happy about that. Although maybe she'll respond better than Lorsulia did. Your Grace, I wanted to see you about my missing potatoes. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go, you people and your insignificant problems. Missing potatoes, huh? Ooh, wow, sounds real important. Someone must have stolen them, and I think I know who it was, innit? But they said only one request per visit, and it seems like I have a much bigger problem now. I come from afar, and by the time I arrived, I was very tired. I wanted to get some rest, and I sat on one of the fine chairs in the hall. I know I shouldn't have, but the gods have punished me already. I have sat down on something like a living pincushion, it would seem. Uh-oh. It squeaked, and I jumped up right away. When I stood up, my bottom was all covered in spikes. And not only that, but I feel very ill, weak even. I fear the chair creature has poisoned me. What can I do?
The stabber.
The stabber? Oh no, it sounds very serious.
I'm not sure what we can do here.
Uh-oh. Who are you? I think I might have something that will help. Who are you? I don't even know who you are. Name's Alina, Your Grace. I know about brewing potions. I can help with magical anomalies, diseases. I dabble in wound healing also. A witch? Aye, some may call me that, although I prefer to see myself as just a well-read woman. At your service. We could definitely use someone like you to help out our people, Your Grace. They would be a great addition to our roster of agents. Can you help this man?
Very well then. Can you help this man?
I don't think that hedgehogs are poisonous. I'm pretty sure... Not like a hedgehog expert, but I'm pretty sure if hedgehogs were poisonous, it probably would have been the kind of thing that I would have heard of by now. Yes, I think I can help this poor soul. Come, I will make you an ointment to help with the swelling on your big fat ass. Perfect. Another agent joins our ranks. Excuse me. It's my honor, Your Grace. I will also be able to help during the battle if you need me.
Thank you, Alina. Sidani won't be happy about the stabber. I better let her know.
Excuse me. The chili I'm eating is very burpy. It's a very burpy chili. I'll see if you have any useful books in the council chamber, Your Grace. You will be able to see the expenses for the witch in the weekly summary, Your Grace. Okay. Can I fire her? If I need to? We can just pay her whenever we need her.
That's great.
Achievement. Unlock witch.
Your Grace, Pendle, our village has been raided. They were men dressed in red and black, with a beast's head pierced by a spear on their banners.
That's a Radovian army for certain, Your Grace. This means they are getting closer to us. Or perhaps they're just teasing us.
Teasing? People being killed, maimed, and enslaved is just teasing.
King Max, please get control of your animal daughter.
I mean, she's like... Does she need to be controlled? She's like more well-behaved than anyone. She just loves animals. Really, what I should do is I should have gotten her a new cat. Because a hedgehog is not a good pet. What she needs is a cat or a dog. I kind of feel bad because out of all of my daughters, she's like the easiest to make happy, and yet she's the one daughter who I'm doing nothing to make her happy.
Your Grace, it didn't look like an entire battalion. It must have just been a small squad. Send us your men. We can fight back.
You're clearly emotional, but we have to look at the bigger picture here. If we fight them off, they will certainly get angry and fight back with more force. We don't want to start the battle early.
And tolerating their attacks may encourage them to carry out more. Your Grace, you have to do something about this. We can't just let them trample our lands.
I will aid your village with supplies.
If I send supplies your way, at least the rest of you who have survived can move out of the village. Come closer to the castle. These are difficult times. You need to stay out of sight. Don't go outside after dark, and have someone patrolling the area at all times.
Is that all, Your Grace? We're just told to let them do whatever they want and run away from them? That's nonsense, isn't it?
It's for the best, believe me.
Fine, Your Grace. We will relocate as close to the castle as possible.
Mercenary.
Your Grace, we hear of the upcoming battle. That's a perfect time for us to gain some coin, and an opportunity for you to get some help. We're mercenaries, 22 skilled men at your disposal, for only 16 gold. What do you say?
What did he say? Did he say 21 or 22, man? Oh, God, I should have been paying close attention. Yeah, you know what? We probably need all the help we can get.
Here's the gold. Make sure your men are ready for battle.
Thank you, Your Grace. You won't be disappointed.
Alright, I have to tell Asalia she's getting married, and I have to tell Sidani that her pet is dead. Oh boy. I'm sure that both will be so very, very happy. Who are you? Alina. Oh, my witch. Your Grace, how can I help? You can't now. But should I need you? Your Grace!
I bring news about your hedgehog. Sidani, your hedgehog passed away.
The stabber! Oh no, this is all my fault. I shouldn't have sent him on the mission. I knew he wasn't ready. Tell me, did he complete his mission, at least? His final quest?
What mission? Sidani, did you send a hedgehog on a mission?
Yes, an undercover mission. He was meant to scout the area, retrieve information, and return to me. This way, if he helped me, I would owe him a promise, like in the story, Father.
They can hardly follow any instructions.
I would expect hedgehogs to not be able to follow any instructions. Except gotta go fast. That's why they're good. No one suspects a hedgehog. Ah, that is a good point. Very clever, Sidani. How else was he supposed to help me?
Please
Hey,
don't
Max,
send
can
any
you
more
make a
hedgehogs
shout-out
on
to Dan the
missions.
Music Man?
I'm sorry.
Please.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear a word of that. Let me see it in the chat. Hey, Max, can you make a shout-out to Dan the Music Man? Hey, shout-out to Dan the Music Man. Thank you for the super chat, bud. And thank you for joining us today.
The last one stabbed a peasant and I had to deal with it.
But I was so close to turning him into a prince! Now Lucilia will never come back! Well, I suppose you're right. Forgive me, Your Grace. Nothing is as elegant, as fearless as a cat. As Dusty. Oh, Dusty. Oh, I miss you, Dusty, innit? Next time I will find a fiercer agent. I will train him. He will be at my command. The Stabbard's efforts were not in vain.
Oh, Sidani, my silly pickle.
I also feel like I should be more honest with Sidani. Because Sidani believes a lot of things that are just nonsense. Like, she believes that she can get Lorsulia to come back, but Lorsulia is not coming back. You gotta shoot straight with her. Hello, girls. Yes, Father? You will... How do I break this to her about her being married off? Lady Lena visited me, or you will marry Lena's son. Let's try to break it easy. Let's not be so blunt.
Do you remember Lady Lena? She was at your sister's wedding.
Yes, why are you telling me this?
Well, she offered us help. Offered us her army for the upcoming battle, excuse me. Starting, you know, my eyes are tired tonight.
That's good, right?
Yes, we really need it. But she asked for a lot in return. And by a lot, I mean you.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, Asalia. This was a very difficult decision. I thought this through. I will make sure you are treated very well there. I hope you understand.
I knew it. I knew you'd send me off as soon as Lorsulia was gone. I don't know why I hoped it would be different with me. How could I ever be happy with someone I don't even know?
Az. That's your nickname, Az.
Why don't you go off to another castle and leave everything behind? Just leave me alone. Oh, Az, I'm terribly sorry. Thank you for letting me visit you, Grace. Can I not talk to you anymore? Yep, you're not interested. You know what? I can understand. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, father? you will marry Lena's son.
Azalea, I'm very sorry. I have no other choice. Lady Lena is preparing the wedding for after our battle.
I cannot talk today. I knew it. Yeah, and then we've been through this. She didn't handle it well, but she did handle it way, way better than Lorsulia did. And also, that's how it is on this bitch of an earth. You'd think that if you're a princess and you're raised since birth to know that you're going to have to be married off to a prince someday, you'd think that you would be well accommodated with the fact before it happens, right? Like, why is it that it happens and they're, like, surprised? Didn't they know this was coming? And also... Something was moved? Something was put into the crack? In the floor? If you don't want to move away and get married, what is it that you want? You want to just live in the castle forever? Like, how fun is that going to be? This paving stone looks like it was moved. If I could get something sharp and thin to lift it. A sword would be too thick. It needs to be something smaller. Large tooth? Let's call another ally. 180, Rego, Masha. My options are Joven, Noaski, Grego, and Masha. Let's try Noaski. Let's send a general out to the hidden hut in the woods. Select an agent type to explore. A general or a witch? Let's try the general, because I think the witch just came from there. There's an agent available for orders. Alright, well then send her too. Hidden hut has already been explored. Okay, well then I have nowhere else to send her. So she can just chill out. I'm not going to pay the witch this week. I'm not sure how paying the witch works. I'm guessing that when you pay the general or the witch, that's kind of like That's kind of assuring that they'll be there to work for you in the next coming week? Is that the idea? Man, I am really close to 1,000 soldiers. I'm almost there. 856. Well, we paid the general last week. Let's pay the witch this week, this coming week. And we can alternate between the general and the witch. And we can also pay resources to prepare the witch for battle. So I guess you have to, if you want the general and the witch to fight in the battle, you have to pay them extra for that.
And it's 20 gold for the general, 20 resources for the witch. I don't have 20 of anything, so I can skip that for now. Yeah, I think this should be good. So many decisions. Your Grace, the wooden hut in the forest appears to be some sort of kitchen for preparing spices. It was abandoned. We searched the place and found this file? Hidden under the flooring. Did you find anything else? No, Your Grace. The place was empty, apart from lots of dried rosemary.
Thank you.
File discovered. Seems to be a substance inside. If this is what poisoned Talus, I better leave it be. I could show it to the witch. Oh, the witch is down here now. Interesting. Witch here, general here. I have no general this week because I didn't pay him. Okay, I'm starting to get the hang of all this. Your Grace, it is I. Noski, the Dragon Slayer. Noaski? Noaxi. Bowing low before you. Also known as Graphos the Great. Wanos the Wise. Peter the Powerful? The royal wedding was fantastic. You got a lot of names. Well, until, you know. The food was first class. But amongst all of the pleasures, I didn't have the chance to introduce myself. Did you come up with these names yourself? All of these are very big-headed. Well, people all over the land named me after the great deeds I did for them. Noaxi the Dragon Slayer comes from, well, slaying a dragon. Would you like to hear about my fierce battle with the foul worm, Your Grace? Not at all.
Spare me the details.
I must share at least the short version with you. Right next to this river, there was a dragon nest up a tree, full of its young. I chopped the tree down, and the hatchlings fell into the river. Their drowning squawks brought the mother dragon to the rescue. The river was far too strong. Crash! She broke a few bones on a boulder. Exhausted, she crawled to the shore, where I was ready to deal the fatal blow with my mighty axe. Impressive, isn't it? After that, the other adventures, of course, I traveled to Davern seeking further challenges. So I have come straight to the king. Now tell me, Your Grace, what evil creatures await me here, staining your beautiful land? We have no creatures that need slaying, but you're the lord that I summoned, right? Do you not have an army? I haven't noticed any monsters. Oh, I'm sure there's something. Everywhere has its own dragon, its own kikimor, lichin, or wyvern. Just say what it is and consider it gone. Well, there is Redovia. Redovia? Well, I've never heard of such a creature. So what is it? What does it do? Emit gas? Crush men's bones under its heavy hooves? Breathe fire? It's an army. An army from behind the tall mountains. They aim to claim Davern as their own. An army. I see. Well, that is a hell of a challenge. I can help, though. They call me Graphos the Great for a reason. Over the years of my adventurous career, I have met a lot of people. Even more owe me their lives. I will give you all I can. Soldiers, supplies, I will stand...
Hello, Max. Really enjoying the wholesome streams. Anyway, I just wanted to say a quick thanks for the streams.
No problem. Thank you for the super chat, friend. I will give you all the supplies I can. Soldiers, supplies, I will stand at your side in battle. I reckon I can gather 180 men. And 5 supplies will also come in handy, I'm sure. And in return, I ask for... ... Oh, absolutely nothing at all. I'm a noble, upstanding knight. I live to serve, help, and... well, be famous. Noxi, aiding... that name. Noaxi, aiding the king of Davern in a real battle. They will write the fine songs about this. I also have this tooth.
It looks like an animal tooth. Would you know anything about it?
That's an impressive tooth. It must have been one hell of a beast.
Do you know where such a tooth would come from?
Oh, I wish I could tell you a heroic story about defeating such an imposing beast, Your Grace. Sadly, I can't, because this tooth is not one from my collection. I don't think so, anyway. Wish it was, though. Can I buy it off you?
Absolutely not, Noaxi.
I need this tooth to prove my innocence to King Ivo. Maybe after the royal trial. Also found this file.
I have found this near Brunka. Can you tell me anything about it?
I used to buy poison files from merchants to use on monsters. I don't buy them anymore. They never worked. I haven't seen such an elegant file before, though. Looks important. That's all.
That will be all for now.
As you please, Your Grace. So that guy just gave me 180 men for no reason? For nothing in return? And now I have over 1,000 soldiers. It means I'm officially ready for the battle. Fuck yeah. Rumors spread fast, Your Grace. I've heard what's coming from behind the mountains. I can help. I want to. However, there's a small catch, as you probably anticipated. These times aren't easy for any of us, and so I have a favor to ask. A delicate matter, actually. It seems to me that you don't know of the curse that plagues Lena's family. Lena is the lord who asked for Asalia to marry her son in exchange for bits and pieces of her army. In exchange for pits. Curse? Question mark.
What curse?
They say that her son does not participate in the act of marriage before his 20th spring. He will fall asleep and never wake up. Can the curse be lifted? Is there a way to lift the spell? There is. That's why Lena is desperately looking for someone to marry her son to lift the bane. The problem is, you can't completely get rid of it. If her son gets married, it is said that the spell will move on to the bride and she will die the following night. Are you willing to risk this? Thank you for the information.
Thank you for the warning.
You're most welcome. I would strongly reconsider Asalia's marriage arrangement, though.
I will consider your advice, be sure.
Well... You know, I've been playing this game for a hot minute now, and I really don't think I've experienced anything that I could describe as supernatural. So I don't think I want to believe in curses. I don't think there is anything supernatural in this game. Of course, if Asalia goes off and gets married and she dies immediately the next day, I'm gonna feel like a real asshole. Ugh, woof. Witches exist. Yes, but witches exist in the real world. Their power is only in their imagination, though. Just like my witch might have a power that's only in her imagination. Dragons. Well, I heard a guy talk about dragons, but he might have just been full of shit. Might have been just trying to, like, you know, puff himself up, make himself sound important. Your Grace, we don't know how this happened. The creature, the witch from the forest, she escaped, Your Grace. Someone opened her doors. Idiot! Some fool was brave enough to seek the eternal wisdom. We all know the eternal wisdom is just a hoax. We knew she's nothing but an old hag. But some young boy, he fell for the tale. And now, Babushka is out of the woods. Babushka?
Babushka?
Your Grace, you don't know about Babushka? She's, well, a witch, an old hag, older than anyone knows. She's been around forever. She is short and crooked. Her bony legs barely support layers of her wrinkly old skin. She has a long, hooked nose. Her nostril hairs are so long, they hang down to her breasts. Ugh. She wears a snakeskin coat and a scarf around her head, with tiny bones attached carefully to each strand. As she walks, the bones clatter against the other. Clickety-clock, clickety-clock. She lives in the woods, although no one has seen her for many years. The legend has it that she used to lure children into the forest to eat them. But some legends also say she gives eternal wisdom to whom is brave enough to look her in the eyes. What can I do about this? I'm not sure, Your Grace. In the village, she transcribed these words on our doors. Turn your back to the forest, your front to me. She also leaves old chicken legs on our doorsteps. We're afraid she's gonna come for our children. Every night, someone hears the clicking. She might be preparing a spell of some kind. I'm guessing that witch is gonna do something bad. Wolfo, shut up. Shh, go away. It's good. It's good, it's good, it's good. Hey. Go. Scoot. It's not gonna let me send a general. I don't have one. You don't have enough generals available, Your Grace. I'm not giving you my gold. This is gonna be bad. Something bad's gonna happen, but what can I do?
I think someone is trying to fool you. Stick it out! It'll stop eventually.
Your Grace, this is no joke. Everyone is terrified. I don't know where else to look for help.
I'm sorry.
Why don't you go find her and kill her? -3 morale.
Your Grace, more and more people gather to pray. We can't fit everyone in a barn no more. We wanted to build a new shrine, but we need some help inviting holy spirits to the place. This will be a favor of the gods. The fields will be more fertile. The monsters will be kept at bay, and the evil spirits will avoid our village. If you can, aid us with the court witch and some gold to pay for the materials. People will be forever grateful.
You can have the witch, I guess. This is what we hired the witch for.
She will be able to help bring positive spirits to the shrine. May the gods be with you!
Thank you, Your Grace. May the gods look kindly upon thee. Okay. I only have 3 more people to invite. I don't know how many weeks I have before the battle. I also don't know how many weeks I have before the trial. And I'm still trying to find someone who can recognize the tooth. I need to find someone who knows who that tooth belongs to. I guess it could be any of these guys. Joven? Could be Joven. For all I know, it is Joven. It is so Joven. Let's go to the council. Oh, the witch isn't in here, though. I wonder if that's because I sent her off. I wanted the witch to look at the vial. Or the file, as the game calls it. My wife wants to see me. Darling. I have a lead in the investigation. I have found some clues that might lead us to the person who's behind Talus's death. Do I have any new information? The file is the new information. A letter arrived suggesting something suspicious happened near Branca. I had a general explore the location and he found the file. The substance inside could be what poisoned Talus. Its ingredients could lead us to the killer. Perhaps take this file to a court witch. Oh, she's not here. See what you can tell us about it. She just left for 2 weeks. God, I'm an idiot. Should have had her look at it first. It's a good idea. I think I've seen her in the council chamber. She's not there! Jeez, I'm an idiot. Yep, she's gone. Okay, I finally have 1,000 soldiers. Which is good. Good to have 1,000 soldiers. But now that I have so many soldiers, they're sucking up a lot of resources. 31 resources a week it's going to be from now on. But this was the point. That's what I signed up for. Should I prepare the general? Not yet. We have 11 weeks to go. 11 weeks! That's a long time. We have no week 19. Joven, step forward. Step forward, Joven. Lord Joven, your grace. My condolences about Talus's death. I've heard about Radovia. I will help you with them. 120 men will be at your command. I will also give you 5 gold. What's the catch? But only if Sir Frederick joins your ranks. I wouldn't want to upset him. Sir Frederick? Who's Sir Frederick? Battle for Brianna? You must have heard. He led the defense force, repelled an army 5 times bigger. My superior officer. I served under his banner. Although it's been many years, we keep in contact. We train together. Recent years haven't been easy for him, I must say. Thank you, Joven. I'll send a pigeon right away. Not to worry, your grace. I'm sure Sir Frederick will help. It's just a formality. Do you recognize this tooth?
I have found this in my wine cellar.
Can you tell me anything about it? You have an extensive library, your grace. Why don't you have a bestiary you could look at? Don't you have a bestiary you could look at? I think that's like a book about animals.
I don't think we keep any bestiaries in our library.
I don't either. I think someone who has personally dealt with a lot of animals would know more about this tooth. What about my file? Do you recognize this file? I have found this near Branca.
Can you tell me anything about it?
Files have many uses today. They can be used in preparing and storing potions and spices, or even as ornaments. This one is nicely decorated, but it has been used to hold some sort of substance. That's all I can think of, I'm afraid. Will you join my banner? Convince Sir Frederick to join, and I will also help your cause.
That's all for now.
As you please, your grace.
Get out of my sight!
This guy looks like a cowboy. Are you a cowboy?
Your grace, I'm a sorcerer from the market.
Okay, well, you look like a cowboy, but you're a sorcerer.
Your petitions often visit me, if you refuse to help them. I eat as many people as I can for very little in return. It's often not enough to cover all the ingredients I need for potions. As it stands, I'm out of most of my ingredients at the moment, and the queue to my place isn't any shorter than yours. Will you please be able to help me out with some extra gold?
Sure. 18 gold.
Thank you for helping our people. That's very kind of you. Take this gold. Should be enough to help you stock up on ingredients.
Thank you, your grace. I think I was a cowboy, but I don't want to be a cowboy anymore. I'll order everything immediately. He looks like a cowboy. I don't know. Torlando. Echem! To you I come, a truly humble kind. I hope I find you well, in all good shape and mind. Your grace, this is Torlando, a writer known across many halls and taverns. Excuse me, not just Torlando. I am Echem, Torlando the Wonderful.
writer and poet recognized in all kingdoms experiencing the artistic renaissance. The popularity of whom is discussed even in kingdoms of stagnant growth, including Yali's Calidor, Baravia, and Redovia, of which I will remain silent for the known reasons.
Very well. What can I do for you?
Your Grace, if I may. I'm not working on my latest, or I am working on my latest release, excuse me, but I have no clue how to finish this piece. It's a story about royal intrigues, oaths of the past, foolish peasants, and passionate lust. May I honor you with my latest work?
Sure.
I am open to art of all kinds.
The poem is, for now, entitled Kupalnaka. Ekhem. The moon shines so bright, high up in the sky. Kupala night is upon us. Laughter and music can be heard. Here we go. Laughter and music can be heard outside, but the weary night may not rest. Inside the castle, there's no frivolous joy. The fatal matter must be resolved. Or solved, excuse me. The night is short this time of year, so let's make the best of it while we can.
Song sucks.
Fire, pleasure, and delight will rule this night.
Meh. Do people actually read this stuff?
Of course, there is no writer greater than I. The problem is I cannot continue. Ahem. I have hit a wall, and I cannot write at all. I am desperate for some true inspiration. I strongly believe that seeing your general patrolling would get my creative juices rolling. Therefore, I beg of you, allow your general to join me to get out of this squeeze.
Fuck no.
My general is reserved for dealing with important matters, not for wasting time writing poems.
That is scandalous. No respectable king would refuse to help me, Torlando the Wonderful. Humph, wait till people hear about this.
People are not gonna care. One last peasant for the day.
Your Grace, part of our village was flooded. Luckily no one got hurt, but our homes were devastated. We could use some gold to buy resources to rebuild our houses.
Our general will help you. I don't have any money to waste right now.
I think all you need is an extra pair of hands. Our general will help you reorganize. Perhaps he can rebuild some houses with you.
Yes, I suppose we could use the general's help. Thank you, Your Grace.
Everybody just wants money, 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 money. Okay. Sir Frederick. I think Joven told me... Let me check the archives. Joven told me he would help me, but only if he can get Sir Frederick to also help me. So... let's invite him next. See if the witch is in the chamber. She's not. We have nowhere else to explore, and I think that's pretty much it. So we're good. I'm guessing... God, I'm still trying to figure out who knows where that damn tooth came from. I've shown that damn tooth to so many people, and nobody recognizes the tooth. I don't think Sir Frederick is going to know who it belongs to either. I still haven't talked to Masha or Grego. Good God, who put this guy in charge? Well, you know, I think I'm pretty kingly. I think I have a kingly air about me, you know. Make for a good king. Okay, we're gonna hire the witch again. I'm going to show the vial to the witch. Stables. Oh, excuse me. Maybe I should eat the rest of my chili. I'll eat the rest of my chili so I can get all my burps out of the way. All done. Stables unlock 7 additional locations to explore on the map. We can try that. Try that, see how that treats us. Um, 10 weeks. 10 weeks to go before the battle. Hey, Bird's here. Somebody in the line just looks like a normal person. You're not dressed like a medieval peasant. You're just dressed like a modern person. Hey, we got a letter from Lorsulia! Alright.
Dear father, my husband, King Ivo, is very good to me. He has done everything to make me feel at home.
That's a relief. That is a relief to know that Ivo is a good guy.
I spend most of my days reading books and learning about Etania. King Ivo wishes me to grow familiar with their traditions. We start each day with a prayer, followed by a rich, lavish breakfast. Later I learn more about the history of Etania and its geography. Last week I met Paloma, the king's mother. She's poorly. Poorly? Poorly. But King Ivo says he will continue his father's quest to find a cure for her illness. I guess poorly just means sick. Yours, Lorsulia. Ivo certainly wants his wife to understand their ways.
I'm not sure I like it.
No, that's fine. That's okay. We can like that.
We should ask Lorsulia about something else.
Ask her about Dusty.
Ask her about the cat. Tell her Sedani keeps pestering me. Oh, excuse me.
Very well, Your Grace. I will write her a letter.
We should anticipate a reply within a couple weeks. Alina, the witch, step forward. I have helped the worshippers with the spirits, Your Grace. There are a lot of people gathering in the new shrine now. Thank you, Alina. Your help is always appreciated. Wait, I want to show you the vial! Ugh. I'll find you later. We'll meet up later. Go to the council chambers. I'll come find you. Sir Frederick!
At your service, Your Grace.
I'm looking for allies.
Lord Jovan mentioned you could help.
Ah, yes. I have heard of your troubles, Your Grace.
Radovians lack proper training, but gods know what they have at their disposal. My 80 men, 4 gold, and 2 supplies will be a great boon. As a noble knight, it is my duty to help those in need. However, I can't allow liars to taint a knight's honor. The battles for Brianna, Keldu. Under my command, the army of the 2-headed bird was defeated. I have lost 3 fingers in my time. I have endured many broken bones. But Noaxi, not a single scar. I knew it! He was lying about the dragons. He was lying about everything. He's a liar! Even the finest swordsmen bear scars. Many have fought and died. That Noaxi? Show me a single person who can confirm his accomplishments. Someone who actually saw him in a fight. For all we know, it's just prettily worded lies. Prettily worded lies. Noaxi is a deceiving liar, and I ask you to help me prove it. Noaxi? A liar? He didn't strike me as a dishonest man. Did he tell you the story about a griffin? There was something about a griffin and a tree. He sets the tree on fire, the big griffin comes to save her cubs, but catches her wings on fire, drops down, and he finishes her off. No, He told me how he defeated a dragon. Doesn't matter. Same story, different details. Sometimes it's a dragon, other times it's a griffin or a wyvern. There's always a tree, babies, and something about his wits. I've heard enough. What is it that you need to help me with, did you say? Tell him there's a lickage in the nearby forest. The creature's just a story, and of course it's not there. See what he says, though. If he brings you proof, then you catch him red-handed. Help me show everyone what he's really made of, and I will stand by your side in one more battle. That's all. That will be enough for now. As you please, Your Grace. But wait a minute. This could be a problem. Noxie has more men than Sir Frederick is going to bring me. Although, if I get Sir Frederick, then I get Sir Frederick and Joven. And Joven has 120 men. Sir Frederick has 80 men. And Noxie has 180 men. Joven and Sir Frederick together is 200 men, which is more than 180. So if I want to get Joven and Sir Frederick, I have to betray Noxie. I'm guessing. But he's full of shit anyway. I know he didn't kill a dragon. I don't think dragons exist in this world. I really don't. The banker is back. I hear that your treasury isn't in the best shape, Your Grace. I wanted to offer my services. How does this work? We understand that sometimes it's hard to be a king, and we want to do our best to help. We offer quick and easy solutions to give you a surge of gold or supplies, whichever you may be in need of. Our exclusive package offers 50 gold or supplies instantly available for your use. The bank only adds a small fee of 10 gold or supplies depending on the type of loan. It's paid off weekly in amounts of 10 until you pay off your debt, Your Grace. We won't charge at any additional cost. Yeah, this is the Italian guy who I made sound like Mario. Oh, a last thing to note. We only do one type of loan at a time. So if you want to borrow gold, we can't lend you supplies until the first loan is repaid, and vice versa. I'm good for now. The Bank de Florentini is always happy to help. I don't have a lot of extra money right now, but I also don't think there's anything I need to buy right now. Your Grace, where I come from, there's an odd fog surrounding the nearby forest. Anyone who goes in the fog disappears without any trace. A few local adventurers came forward. They said they would find the one responsible, but they never came back. We're thinking the fog turns people into frogs? Bugs, maybe? Well, that would be the... that would be the natural conclusion to draw. That is the logical conclusion. There's plenty of them in the forest, but no signs of the people who go in there. Maybe they just get lost, you idiot. You should check the forest again. The fog might be dense, so don't go alone. If we gather together, maybe we will get some traces. But what if we all get lost instead? Oh dear. My brother got lost in the forest, but I went into the forest looking for him and I just found a frog. Clearly what happened is he turned into a frog. Duh. Oh, Your Grace, my boy, my dearest grandchild. Got himself into big, big trouble, Your Grace. He asked me not to come here, but I don't know where else to go. He's been involved with the oracle dust sales for a long time now. It's harmless, he told me. Only selling to begin with, but he recently started using it as well. You never dip into your own supply, that's what they say. He was over the moon, so happy and giggly at first. He even tried convincing me to use it to relax, but I am no lady to get involved in this nasty business. He's very ill, Your Grace. I knew it. I told you guys to stay away from that stuff. It just makes you sick. Can't leave the bed, the poor baby. He keeps asking me to bring him some more dust,
but I know this is the cause of his illness for sure. He tells me it'll make him feel better. I have no heart to look at him like this, in this state, barely moving, with his skin as blue as blueberries. Please help me, your grace.
Sorry? I can't help your grandson. He needs to stay strong until his illness passes. I'm sorry. Make sure he stays hydrated and don't let him take any more of the dust. He'll come out of it.
I really hope he does, your grace. I don't know what I'd do without him.
Probably be a lot better off. Still available? An agent available for orders. Well, let's get up. Let's go to the council chamber. Hopefully the witch is there. Can I talk to her? Can I show her the vial? I have this vial. We found this thing. It could be connected to Talus somehow. There appears to be a residue inside. Can you check if this residue matches the poison from Talus's wine? It might be difficult, but I'll try to determine the ingredients used in both samples. It will take some time, though. Take as much time as you need. Let me just get a smear of this. See, that's good. It's good I didn't send the witch off to deal with that, because this is much more important. This is a task befitting a witch. Come and see me in the throne room when you find anything out. Of course, your grace. I'll be on my way. May the spirits guide you. Let's invite back Noaxi. I have to make Noaxi look like a fraud. Or actually, you know, maybe I should spend some time. I already have all of the soldiers that I need. Maybe I should spend more time trying to find someone who recognizes the tooth. Maybe, you know, I guess all it could be at this point is either Masha or Grego. Let's try Masha. Shush, Wolfo. Prepare general or prepare witch. Those are my only options that I have left in terms of upgrades. I can't afford either of them right now, and also, we still have 9 weeks left for the battle anyway, so... Wolfo, shut up, go away. Scoot, 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 scoot. You're leaving, bye. Good for now. Don't lie down on the wires. You must be nuts. Go away. Go away. You're not going to lie down on my wires like they're a blanket. If you want to lie down on this. Get up here. Good. Okay, lie down. Lie down. Good boy. There you go. Okay. Who do we have today? We have Masha, Banker, Sedani. The Banker is back already? Why would he be back already? Your Grace, together with the boys, I have helped the village that had the flood. We gathered some wood from the forests. We've repaired sandbags. No flood should surprise them anytime soon. Thank you for your service. Masha, what's up? Masha, Masha, Masha. Jonas, that buffoon with the stupid red gloves. Lend me some gold, and I will pay you back in a week, he said. I will break his legs if I see him. Your Grace, I lent this fellow 28 gold. He said he would pay me back with interest. I know the type. Now I hear he's off to Calidor, the other end of the world, probably enjoying hot sunshine and Calidese brothels. Meanwhile, I'm stuck here in this rat hole with no wages to pay my men. I've got until this evening to pay them, otherwise they'll leave. Where the hell am I to find a new crew then? I need this money for only 2 weeks. I should be able to make it up to you after that. So you want gold. I'm sorry, I can't spare it. You want 28 gold, I have 17 gold. I don't even have it. I don't even have it. I don't think I can help. Besides, if I lend you the money, I'll probably end up the same way you have. I hope you find this fellow. In that case, I'm sorry to bother you, Your Grace. I guess not everyone is as naive as I was. Gods. Jonas made a real fool out of me. Okay, I didn't even get to show her. Didn't even get to show her the tooth. Jonas. Jonas is not the same guy as Jovan. For a minute, I thought she was talking about him. She's not. Banker. Oh, will you get out of here? You're just here to hawk your wares again? Buddy, I'm not interested in your predatory loans.
Is that another pet of yours that you've got there, silly pickle? What is it this time?
A mouse, a stick insect, or a lizard? Is it a lizard?
A lizard would be interesting.
Too difficult to take care of. But this is just some silly toy. Recruiting agents is far more difficult than you would imagine.
Why the agents? What are you planning to use them for, silly pickle?
To save Lorsulia and Dusty from the evil prince.
Will you just be honest with her and tell her that Lorsulia is not coming back and that she loves her new husband?
When my agents are ready, we will take Lorsulia back home. My agents will be best friends with Dusty. Maybe I will let you use one of them. Use them one day too, if you're good.
Silly pickle, Ivo is not evil. Besides, he's no prince, he's a king now.
Tanya is really far away.
Well, those seem like good points, but you do your job, I do mine.
Let's see that toy. It's quite unusual, isn't it? Doesn't look like it came from our country. Where did you get it?
Maya gave it to me. It brings luck, she says.
I see. Go on for now, Sedani. See if you can find more agents.
Yes, Father, Your Grace.
I need to see that friend of Asalia.
Your Grace, normally I wouldn't bother you, but I have no other choice. I'm a merchant delivering goods from one place to another. I sell trinkets of all sorts. What do you sell?
What wares do you have?
Paintings, vintage scrolls, historical relics. I even once had a wooden leg of Vlad the Spindleshanks. Yeah. It went for a crazy 200 gold pieces. But none of that matters now, as I was robbed on the way back from my home Provesk.
And if I'm not mistaken, now you need funds to carry on with your journey?
Correct. You really know your stuff, Your Grace. I would need 23 gold to get back on my feet. I'm a businessman, so I know how to invest this money. I will make a profit in no time. I will repay you as soon as I can, with interest, of course.
No! You will have to find someone else to help you.
What? Why not help a truly honest man? Humph! Vlad the Spindleshanks. That was a good one. Wolfo, shut up. Go away. There's nothing I have. There's nothing you want. There's nothing I have, and there's nothing you want. Go eat something. Go drink out of your water bowl. Go play with your big pile of toys that you never touch. I don't know what you want my attention for. Hey guys, what's up? How do you do, fellow kids? Thank you for letting me visit, Your Grace. Yes, Father. Sedani's toy.
Explain this, Asalia.
It's a toy.
Yes, Sedani got this toy from Maya.
I've seen this toy before. Maya, you are not from Boravia, are you? My family, we traveled a lot. Oh, my very plain wife. I was passing by, but I heard all the racket here. Is everything all right, darling?
Look at this toy, Aurelia.
Nailed it. I recognize this.
Of course you do. We saw one just like it when we were robbed by Byron 13 years ago.
Where did you get this toy from, Maya? My parents travel a lot. We are traveling merchants. They must have bought it somewhere.
Your accent. This toy. Staying in Davern for a while. You're from Redovia! Tell me you didn't know about this, Azalea.
Father, please, no! Don't do anything to her! It's all my fault! I asked her to visit!
We are preparing for battle. We're planning to repel an attack. But Radovians are already in my castle?
Oh, I feel faint. Oh, I'm fainting! Look what you did to your father! Eric!
Another fainting spell.
Eric, that's twice now. Ah, Azalea's friend is a Radovian.
They're preparing for war against them, and yet they're already here! Oh, God!
Yes, I had a chat with them already. Azalea won't be seeing her friend anymore. I decided not to kill her, but I banished her from this castle.
She's just a girl.
Perhaps, but what kind of message does it send? Our daughter playing with the enemy in our castle? You didn't consider letting her stay, did you? I wouldn't have allowed Maya to stay in our castle. You did well, darling. Thank you. Nothing good ever comes from Radovians. You collapsing, the two of us not being able to conceive an heir. Break your promise and you shall be punished. Your kingdom will be fertile, but you won't see a successor amongst your offspring. Isn't that how it went? When I promised my firstborn daughter to Byron, I didn't do it because I was afraid of the witch. I did it to protect us. At the time, I thought Byron was a fool for agreeing to this. Surely a bandit wouldn't be able to travel such a distance, enter the throne room, and dare to ask a king for his daughter? And yet, here we are. I'm telling you, it's the witch. How else would he become a king? How else would they threaten a war? How else that you couldn't have a son? You might be right. I will look into the curse, darling. I will see if we can do it right away. At least I can help take some of the burden off of your shoulders. Thank you. I feel better now. It's time to get up. I guess I better see Azalea. I also have one more person to invite. Who do I want to invite? Grego. The only person I haven't invited yet. Ooh, we have more places to explore. Placo. Explore there. Who do I have? Just the general. Okay. We'll send Placo out here. General sent. Yes, Father? About Maya. I'm sorry, Father. I didn't want to hurt you.
I know. I'm fine. Just not that young anymore. Doctors say 10 situations can have this kind of effect.
I didn't want to upset you, Father. But why the war, Father? Isn't life difficult enough as it is? Why make things harder for one another? I know that Maya is from Radovia. When she told me, my heart froze up. I knew it meant trouble. But I got to know her. They're not bad. They're just like us, not barbarians, as Mother likes to call them.
Your mother is very racist. They attacked our village.
Of course there are bandits, thieves. It doesn't mean they're all like this. You're a king, Father. Tell me, did you never have to punish a thief or a bandit who was from Davern?
Well...
Just because one person did bad things, that doesn't mean we're all bad. I just don't understand why we have to fight.
They threaten us. They want to take over our castle.
What if you just got it all wrong?
We can't risk it, Azalea. It's all very complicated.
That's a great shame, Father. But who knows? Maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
Still don't have anything to pry this open. I don't have anyone to talk to. So let's end this week. Let's not hire the witch this week. I still have 8 weeks to go. Only upgrade I have optional is prepare witch and prepare general for battle. Let's wait. Let's wait until right before the battle to do that shit. Grevno week 22. Your Grace, we have the royal trial. We will have the royal trial when Ivo arrives, right before the battle. This way he can attend the trial himself. I hope we're going to be ready by then. We still have some time to prepare, so make sure we do our best to find the perpetrator. Remember that our agents can be of use to investigate the items we found. I know, Audrey, everything will be fine. They can? But how? How do I have the agents do that? I'm not sure how I do that. Your Grace, a small family living on the edge of the village has recently lost their child to a fever. Little I could have done, but I helped them bury the poor mite. We prayed for his soul, and I've blessed the spirit on your behalf. The parents were grateful for help from the king's men. Oh. Hey, +2 merriment. The witch. Your Grace, I have found a match from the substance in this phial to the poison used on Talus. So it's quite certain that this phial was used to poison Talus. But what could that be doing near Bronca? I don't know, Your Grace. Thank you for this. It'll be useful in our investigation. Grego. You have sent a pigeon for me. I have. Welcome to our castle. I presume you have heard about our upcoming battle with Redovia? I have, of course. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. I want to help. So, here's my deal. I pride myself in my knowledge of art. My collection of paintings is the biggest in the kingdom. I own paintings by the most prestigious artists. Sylvik van Gogh, Manowski, Pisac, you get the idea. I've heard recently that you hold a very valuable painting. It would be perfect for my collection. The Stork by Sylvik van Gogh. Don't say anything yet. You haven't heard the rest of my deal. I can offer you 80 well-trained men and 3 supplies. Wow, that painting must mean a lot to you. Of course it does. It needs to vanish from this castle. I mean, it'll look better in my gallery, alongside the others. I imagine the painting is hanging somewhere, so I'll give you time to take it down. That is, of course, if you agree to my deal. I would like to pick it up personally, so invite me whenever you are ready. I'll take it down right away. I don't need some dumb painting. I will get you the painting ready as soon as I'm done with my duties. Fabulous! I cannot wait. I'll be waiting for the pigeon. Also, do you recognize this tooth? Do you have any beasts in your dungeon, Eric? You would better find a hunter to deal with this. That's all. I think that is all. Thank you for visiting. Goodbye, Your Grace. Okay, peasant. Your Grace. May the gods bless you for your support with the shrine. Many people have hopes for a brighter future. The gods have already showed us signs of their mercy. The weather has been especially good for our crops. We would like to celebrate tonight. We have prepared a party for everyone. In the night we are going to make a sacrifice to the gods, to thank them for their mercy. To show your support, we simply ask of you a few supplies we could add to our pile, or a witch that could help us send the sacrifices straight to our gods. Are you out of your mind? You will not waste my supplies. We are going through difficult times as it is. You just want my supplies to burn them. These have been reserved for people who need help. Do not burn any food or animals. It's a waste of resources. But Your Grace, we are ready for the celebration. We have everything gathered already. Or we already gathered everything, excuse me. Same words, different order. We can't cancel it now. The party will happen whether you like it or not. I will have no part in it. You can celebrate, but don't come begging me for supplies later. You are showing no respect for our gods. There is no place in Davern for people who don't let the gods into their lives. You will burn in hell. That's enough. Guards! It's all right. I'll walk myself out of this ungodly castle. Humph. What are you doing? Hey. Stop it. Knock it off. Go lie down somewhere. Banker. I hear that your treasury isn't in the best shape, Your Grace. Nope, you can leave. I don't need you. Bye. You're leaving. Peasant. Your Grace, I bring you news. There seems to be some weird anomaly in the woods up in the north. Magic, perhaps. Colorful lights out of nowhere in the middle of the night. It sounds so frightening. Carry on. Do you know anything more about it? I visited Oborka, the village next to the woods, the morning after one of these disturbances. They said that Lord Joven's children went missing on that night. I tell you, magic is involved. It's probably nothing. I could send the witch, but I don't have her. I didn't hire her this week. I'm sure the Lord can handle it himself. If not, I would expect him to visit me in person. Oh yes, of course. Let's just hope you are right and nothing bad will happen. Merchant. I'm selling packs of supplies, Your Grace. Let me help you with your struggle. I offer the best prices in all of Davern. Only 28 gold for 22 supplies. What do you think? Good. That would be all, thank you. I understand. I should be back in Davern in a few weeks, Your Grace. Until then. Alright, we've been going for 3.5 hours. Let's just finish up this day and then we can wrap it up. I'm getting kind of sleepy. We really have nobody to talk to? Yeah, I guess not. We'll send... Tilka? Tilka. We'll send our general out there. And who do we want to invite? Let's invite Grego back, because I need to... Wait a minute, where is the painting? The painting, where is the painting that he wanted? I think it's in my bedroom? Get a lot of storks here in Davern. They are graceful birds. Take it. Ah, I got it. Need to invite Grego to give him that painting. Okay. So... we invite Grego. And I think that's it. I don't think I need to talk to my wife again. Uh-oh. I'm running out of resources. You know what? I won't pay my army this week. I'll do 1 week not paying the army. But when I do that, I lose 16 men. I go from 1,086 men to 1,060 men. But I do think that should still be enough. Save and quit. Let's quit. Save and quit. God, I love this game. I love it. I love this game so fucking much, you guys. You guys, I love this game so much. However, as much as I love it, there comes a time when all fun must end. And you know what that means. It means it's time to wind things down. We had a few good laughs, my friends, made a few memories. And although now the fun must end, I hope you see what you mean to me. You're all my neighbors and allies, and though it's time to part,
As we traverse through lows and highs, I'll keep you all inside my heart. Sorry that it's time to go, but we can still share one more song. It's because I love you so that it hurts to say so long. Red and yellow, black and white, you're all precious in my sight. But it's time for us to say so long.
Well, that's it. That's all she fucking wrote. If she wrote anything else, I didn't read it. Probably because that's all she wrote. If she wrote something else, I would like to be shown what she wrote. But we all know that she didn't write anything else. I love this game. I love it. I love Yes, Your Grace. I love Yes, Your Grace. It's my favorite game ever. Well, I don't know about that, but it's up there. It's up there. I'd like to take a moment to encourage you all to consider joining my Patreon, which now has over 10 years of updates. For just $5 a month, you can get access to useful resources for artists and animators, such as source files, presets, and tutorials, and the link is in the description below. If you're not interested in the art stuff, but you'd still like to support what I do, you can become a channel member right here on YouTube and get access to exclusive emotes in the chat. That's going to be it for me, folks. I'll see you on Monday. I think we're going to be playing Infinite Crafting, or Infinite Craft. This is a game that's really popular right now. I see all the other streamers playing it. And it's on a website. It's a browser game. You have to go to some dude's website to play it. And I think the guy's name is Neil. And the website also has like a bunch of other games that he made. So I'll try it out. If I don't like it, or if I don't play it for very long, there's like 15 other games right there on this dude's site that I can check out. So, should be a pretty good stream. Infinite Craft is what it's called. It's a game about crafting infinitely. I'm not sure how you play it. I'm not sure what the aim of the game is, but we're going to figure that out on Monday. And thanks to everyone who joined us for this stream. Thank you so much for inviting me into your home and allowing me to spend the afternoon with you. It's been an honor and a privilege. And remember, I am close personal friends with each and every one of you. So long.